Hi, chat. We got
Oi.
we got our wonderful
Oi.
beans over here. Look at them.
Oi,
They're so
oi.
adorable.
Can that
Hello.
even hear us?
Yes, they can. I unmuted you guys just for you guys to say hi instead of them hearing
Um,
nothing. Hi,
They just see
chat.
us jumping up and down in silence.
We're just so excited. We're quietly jumping.
Quietly enjoying the time, the the funs. But yes, hello, chat. I hope you guys are doing well. I have to fix all my shit. So, you know what's a very interesting thing that has happened? Oh dear God. No, not settings.
Settings.
Settings immediately trying to like blast its way through.
Turn off
Right.
anti-aliasing, please.
Real. Oka talking to the voices again. No, not today. But what's it called? So right now it's like officially OBS 30.2.3, right? This is the most current OBS. The next OBS will be OBS 31 at this point, right? It's going to be the next patch. It's so interesting because the next patch, there's already a plugin for the newest patch. So if you go into the beta testing for OBS, you can actually use it. And this plugin allows you to be able to see which of your sources and which of your scenes and all of your stuff is taking so much of your damn power on OBS, which I think is fantastic because I'm like, my OBS takes an insane amount of resources, so I have to reduce it however way I can. So this is making me realize, shit, this is too much, this is too much, this is too much, you know?
And then you can see like what things weren't optimized that you thought were maybe optimized.
The way I thought things were optimizing was not optimizing, and I'm like, shite, gotta fix that, you know? And that's super good. Like, that's actually a really, really nice plugin. It is a little finicky because it's active, so a lot of the time like things are moving while I'm trying to see what the actual numbers are. Like things are moving up and down because things are actively still like doing it, and you have to be on the specific scene for you to see all of the power it's being used. So for example, if I was on Ace Attorney, right, it'll show like once I click on the Ace Attorney, then it'll show all of the stuff that is actively working at the time of me not streaming also, because like, you know, chat moves at the same time when these plugins happen, or etc etc. So it's an interesting thing that could help, but man, is 30 like OBS 31 still so hella buggy. Like, it's really buggy, and I'm just like it crashed my OBS like 4 times because I was trying to open something else up that normally works on 30.2.3, but it does not work whatsoever at 31 or OBS 31. I'm like,
Ain't
oh
that just
fuck.
the way?
I know, and it's something it's like necessary for me to move with, which is me saving my dock sets at the time, and I'm like, I'm suffering. This is annoying. I have to switch back and forth between the current OBS like format and or version and this. I'm just like, I suffer. My finger feels like it's on fire right now. Oh my god, Els. No. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. Hi, Chad. I hope everyone's doing good. How's everybody? You guys included. How's everybody? It's a Monday.
EB.
It's been a Monday.
It's been a Monday.
The only good thing that happened to me is I got free pastries.
Oh, I want pastries.
Do you want a tot, or do you want like a cannoli?
Ooh, I want a cannoli.
I'll snag you a cannoli tomorrow.
That's good.
We had to save some for the people who were not in office today. Quite frankly, most people were upset by that decision.
I agree.
Be there or be square, dude.
Literally.
To be fair, one guy was taking his licensing exam, so I'm like, I guess he can have one when he comes back tomorrow, but the other people
Then fucking nice.
I
fucking
guess
missed
you
out.
live.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess they'll get one.
Ew.
I feel that.
Hey, they were good. And free. I felt bad for the bakery, though. because it was
Let's
like a large DoorDash order that got canceled last minute.
Oh.
And they're like, well, we don't want it to go to waste, so they just went around the local businesses and everything and just gave it away.
Oh. You know, I heard a different story very similar to that actually, which is funny. But coming from the pastry, or like not the pastry, like the sandwich, like this sandwich shop, they had like they miscounted this very large order, so they had an extra like 100 sandwiches. And it's like they're like,
Oh, did they bring it to like the fire
the
station?
fire
'Cause I heard
department, yes.
I heard it was actually not that they miscounted, but rather the manager put in the wrong date for the catering order. So they made the sandwiches. They made all the sandwiches, but it was way too early. It was the wrong day. So they had the whole set of sandwiches. So, but it would be not good by the time they needed to actually deliver it for the client. So they just had like a bunch of sandwiches.
Oh, I heard that it was the manager miscounted.
comments.
I thought the comment said that the manager
Either way, it's the
miscounted the
manager's
amounts.
fault.
Yeah, it's the manager's fault. Yeah, so they brought it to the fire department, and the fire, like when the person was asking, hey, do you guys want sandwiches? The fire department dude was like, yes, it's our turn. We always hear the police department getting free food, but we only get cookies. But chicken sandwiches, hell yeah, we're getting lunch. And it was adorable. I was like, that's so cute. That's so cute.
It is crazy to think how much like bias the police station gets fucking for all the free shit.
It's kind of almost weird because you would assume that it would be maybe not like an equal split necessarily, but like close enough, you know?
Yeah.
That to me is just like, huh, that's really interesting. I never would have thought about the fact that like they just aren't. Or, you know? So I was just like, huh.
Yeah, I mean,
God
I
damn.
guess in my defense, it's like, I've lived pretty much everywhere. I've lived closer to a fire station than I did a police station.
Yeah, I mean, I literally
Like,
live
that's
right
literally
across the street from a
everywhere
fire
I've
station
been.
now.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, I'm actually quite surprised too, because it's only when I'm on the way towards like another location that the police station is on. I'm like, oh, hey, there it is. I found it. But I know exactly where all the fire stations are.
Zine, you actually played that at the right time because I was fixing my soundbite. Thank you for the bite of 87. Thank you. And the yippies.
Was that the bite of 87?
Was that the bite of 87?
I can't wait for it to be 2087, and I'm like 87 years old. I just keep quoting, was that the bite of 87? And my grandkids get fucking tired of me. And they put me in a nursing home because they're like, we can't stand this.
Wait, Ori, your birthday's in... Your birthday is 2000? You said 87 years old, and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah,
math.
because I wouldn't turn 88 until the end of the year.
Oh, that's true.
My birthday's
I forgot.
One of the last days of 99.
We're end of the year babies. I keep forgetting about that. You're right.
Well, I'm like barely was a 90s.
Yeah, you're you should.
You're the absolute cutoff for 90s.
Yeah.
They really said no. You're not being an early 2000s kid.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I was like, my sister's gonna be 87 that year, huh? Because my sister was born 2000s, and I was like,
my reasoning is like I am always the same year as the year that's coming up. So it's like I'm currently 24 and 24, and then I'll be 25 and 25. So I'm like, yeah, I'll be 87 and 87, and then I'll turn 88 and I'll turn 88.
I feel that.
Makes remembering my age pretty easy, but I still forget.
I feel that. Oh my god. I was like talking about my birthday earlier with my siblings, because my siblings keep looking at me going, the fuck do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, just make me turkey dinner, that's fine. Like, we're having Thanksgiving anyways, right? Like,
that's my family too, except they ask me what I want for both Christmas and my birthday. And then it gets split evenly.
Oh no.
Aww. Just like me for real. Because I don't celebrate Christmas, so this is essentially my holiday gift and my birthday, realistic.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I feel that.
I mean,
so
I know
much.
it's like as I've gotten older, it's like
It doesn't
we've
matter.
kind of split. Well, it's like when I was younger, I was always determined to have like split birthdays and like Christmas. But now as I'm older, I'm like, I'm too fucking tired.
Real.
Like, we'll just celebrate it all on Christmas. I don't care. That's when everybody has the most energy.
Real.
Good meals.
I think also I get good food.
I think for me, it's actually the opposite. I used to grow up where like my birthday was pretty much celebrated with Thanksgiving because it was just easier that way, where it's like, and I didn't care too much because I'm like, turkey? Hell yeah. Like we would still have like a mini cake or anything like that, and I didn't care too much about it, right? I was just happy for turkey. But nowadays it's been very like hard separated where they're not taking, oh, you know, just give me Thanksgiving dinner. I like turkey, like as an answer anymore. They're like, no, just what do you want as like an actual thing? Because we're gonna do Thanksgiving anyways. So, hello.
One time, yeah, for like my birthday, my mom asked me. She was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I legitimately didn't know and couldn't think of anything. She was like, "Well, you need to tell me something, right?" So I was like, I don't know, Tic Tacs and mechanical pencils. My mom bought me a case of orange Tic Tacs.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
So I had like 20 something containers of orange Tic Tacs.
That's dedication. That's practically a year's supply. There you go.
Yeah. It was. I was literally like freaking handing them out at school for like the entire year following that because I'm like, I can't eat all of these.
You became Tic Tac boy, just being like, here you go, here you go, here you go.
I put like a little piece of masking tape over and I wrote chill pills. I'm like, you want chill pills?
Oh my god.
Wait, that's so funny. That's so cute. I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness. No, I don't know. I'm trying to just convince my brother to actually like fix my PC on time. Because
that's your birthday present.
No, because he was planning to do it anyways, but like the case that he was gonna get was gonna be his contribution to my birthday present. Yeah. To which I reminded him, and he's like, "All right, I don't need to buy you a birthday gift. I'm already getting you your PC." And I'm like, "Nods, like you know."
Nah, bitch.
Sure.
You better put a bow on that shit.
No, I literally, right? But he's building it too, so like to me, honest to God, that's probably better than anything else. Like I could have easily been like, he would have killed me if I said this, but I was so tempted to joke with him and say, yeah, just give me like your what is it? What was it called? Just give me your like the month salary for our restaurant. Like,
oh my god.
Because he's been talking a lot about like how he's been working really hard and trying to make the right investments for the restaurant. And so like two, I think, of the restaurants is like any money that is obtained from those two restaurants, he gets it instead of like my dad, because he's the one that's actually like putting the work in. Like those are like his children essentially, right?
Yeah.
So I would have been like, oh yeah, since you keep talking about it so much, yeah, just like, you know, you can share a month of your profit, right? But no, I'm not that kind of sister. It would have just been funny and he would have yelled at me. He would have been like, the fuck?
You can still do that on your birthday though. Be like, so where's your month's earnings?
Where's your month's earnings?
Where's the red envelope?
Oh my god. No, actually, dude. It would have been hilarious.
And then he would have taken the PC back and you would have been like, wait, no, no, come back.
He would have said racially like ignorant statements just to be like, brother or like sister, what? He would have just said anything just to piss me off, and I would have been like, don't talk to me that way. I am your older sister. Shut up. Oh my god. Bonk. My brother is 5 years younger than me. He is tiny.
Very bonkable.
Real. He just turned 21, and that makes me feel so old. I'm like, oh dear god. The youngest of us is now a technical, even legaler adult, you know. And I'm just like, that's fucking crazy, right? Bro, if I like the one birthday wish I could have asked for would have been for me to get the fucking tickets. I'm so mad. I wanted to get tickets to this event, but I couldn't because it got scalped.
The event you were talking about?
Yeah, the event I was talking about, it got bot scalped again.
Oh.
And I'm like they tried to make this whole system to avoid all of these scalpers, and it still fucked with them.
They're getting there. There just needs to be more precautions, I guess, put against it.
Well, it's no, because like
the scalpers are just a blight on society. That's all
they are.
Real.
Fun fact, I was part of a student organization in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our accountant was actually a scalper.
Really?
Ew, but ew.
Oh.
Not for the student organization, like just in his free time, he would buy, and he was also a main contributor towards the graphics card, you know, when scalpers were buying all the latest, like, what was it, 2060 something?
Oh, for like the
graphics cards.
Yeah.
I think actually it was the 2070 because that's when I got my PC, and I bought a pre-built PC specifically because it was only like, it was Sam's Club or Costco price, so it was like 1,700, but it had a 2070 graphics card. So I'm like, that's the cheapest it's ever gonna get, because these graphics cards are retailing for like $3,000. And I got a whole PC with it too, so.
Nice.
But yeah, no, he was like, yeah, you know, he also does it with shoes, and I'm like, brother, I understand the hustle, but come on. Really?
Real. Also, Grim Mytha, thank you for your daily leaves. Thank you.
Like, just for context, this guy was younger than me, and he opened his own exclusive, like, shoe store.
Huh?
That he bought and resold very expensive collector's shoes. And I think that business is still open.
God damn!
Yeah. I'm just like, bro, please. I've been wearing these same Sperry's for 10 years.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I remember when he told us, and we're just like, because we're like, what do you do for a job? Because he was wearing all this like expensive clothing, and then he told us, and we're like, oh. Okay.
5-head move, buy PC for cheaper than the PC part. Real.
Exactly. Big brain. And Costco price too, so it was cheaper than the actual PC.
Also real.
Gotta love Costco.
My brother was asking about my PC parts. He's like, okay, well, we need to get this, right? I was thinking, oh, like, here's the money. I got the money that you asked for. He's like, no, we need more than this. And I'm like, huh? So now I have to figure out, because, like, I also have to pay him for the actual PC he's building, right? But fucking, he was like, Oka, how much RAM do you have? I'm like, not a lot. And he's like, how much did I put in your computer? 16. Huh? And he's like, oh my god, I need to get you more RAM too. You're not able to survive like this. I'm like, I'm trying.
Yeah, there's like a part of me. I have a ton of stuff still left over from school on my computer. I just need to like purge my computer.
Real.
And back up everything on my external hard drive and just wipe the slate clean, because I'm like, bro, I can never clean enough storage because of all my school stuff.
Real.
And I'm like, I don't even need it anymore. I have a job. That's my portfolio now.
Where the heck is my Ace Attorney thing? I guess I deleted it by accident.
Although I am sad because during school we did aluminum casting for one of our models, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking my friend to keep tabs on when they would send the collect your because they got displayed, so they're like, collect your display materials before we chuck them in the trash. And I'm like, I don't want that model to be chucked in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
They have been entombed in a glass case, so I'm not getting it back anytime soon.
God damn.
A rip.
I hate it because I'm like, bro, I really wanted that model, but I can't fight the university about it. because they have a clause in the contract where it's like all work I create and produce technically belongs to the university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hate that. We hate that shit, for real.
I know. And also, last tangent I'll go on, because it's pissed off not just people in college, but also like professionals. So in order to become a licensed architect, you need an accredited degree. And the group that oversees this is called NAB.
Mm-hmm.
And they run off of donations and whatever fees you have to pay after you present work that certifies your school is up for accreditation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or up to accreditation standards for licensure. Now they just want you to straight up pay. And then they'll assess the work. And then you gotta pay the fee.
Ew.
Yeah. So now the professional world is like, so is the work even going to be up to licensing standards? Because essentially they're just making it pay to win at this point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they're just like, and it was already hard to get your school accredited. Like, I know at my school, whenever the accreditation year comes around, they push you to the fucking limit. And it's like, fortunately, that was this year, and I'm out of school, but I have one of my friends who's still in school, and she's like, bro, I have not slept in, like, 3 days.
Oof.
And she slept for 2 days, and then she had to stay up for another, like, 4 days to get all of her work done. Like, they fucking push you to the limit to get accredited. And now they're like, so now we'll just be able to pay, and we might slip in a little extra money to let our work slide. So it's just like a whole debacle now, and I'm like, good thing I don't have to worry about that.
Jeez,
because I am grandfathered in.
Yeah, that's crazy. You just trying to like figure out all those last details. Bass, thank you for the daily leave. Thank you. Fuck school. This is just the real answer. The real answer.
I
is
did my
school.
6 years.
Yeah, you're done. That's it.
Poor
Bye-bye.
Cowie. I was telling Cowie was asking me about my job, right? And I was like, I actually like what I do for my job. That's why I went to school for 6 years for it. And she's like, you went to school for 6 years?
Oh, dear God.
And I'm like, well, yeah, because I knew I wanted to be licensed like midway through my bachelor's, so I went ahead and did my master's, got my loans all lumped up into one instead of having to do 2. And I'm like, so yeah, now I'm finally working after 6 years, smiley face. And Cowie's like, oh my God.
Howie, like, on the verge of tears. What do you mean?
I know. I'm pretty sure poor Cowie, bless her heart. But I'm also pretty sure Cowie thought I was just in my undergrad. I'm like, yeah, I'm in my master's. I'm like, it's a 4+2 program. And Cowie's like, why so many years? And I'm like, because in order to be licensed, you actually have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, you're building the buildings that people live in. It needs to be up to a really high standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although now it's becoming easier to transfer my license between US, Canada, and Britain. Smiley face.
Let's go.
I'm like, thank you. I would like the opportunity to work in new countries.
Real.
Travel for work.
Yeah.
Also, before we start, I'm sorry, chat. I know that this is 30 minutes of rambling. Before we start, I want to talk about one thing that I saw that I'm just like, brother, how the fuck is he not banned at this point? Right? Have you guys heard about the whole Asmongold shit that happened like a few hours ago?
No, I just
about
woke up.
Palestine or something else. Yeah.
So Asmongold,
you just woke up. Give him a refresher.
True. Oh, do you know Asmongold?
I know of him, yes.
Yes. Dude who literally lives in his own cockroaches, pretty much. But like he made a I don't know what the full context of this is, but regardless of context, you don't ever say this kind of shit. And it seems like with everything I've been reading, he fully endorses this, which I'm just like, you can go fuck yourself. But he says, quote, "I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. They come from an inferior culture to the people of Palestine because of what's happening in Gaza. He's like, I don't care if they're dying because they're an inferior culture." And like, he does not care about the genocide. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever heard something so
without telling me you're privileged.
Real. I was like, how the flying fuck is this being stated on stream and not getting banned? Because this is an actual hate crime. This is an advocation for genocide at this point.
Yeah.
That's holy shit.
I literally saw that and I'm like, no fucking way. And then I saw the clip and I'm like, oh my fucking god.
Like, he's like, oh, like, why do you care about people you're never gonna meet? Like, it seems like it's like the whole, why do you care about people you're never gonna meet situation.
Also, tell me you're rich and don't give a shit about other people without telling me you're rich and don't give a shit about other people.
Real.
It's like basic empathy.
I know.
Yeah, I know. It's
I was like,
one of the things that make humans unique is empathy.
Literally. Even, like, I wasn't expecting, Zach to even comment on this, but Zach Pussy...
no, I just saw that.
Yeah, I know, I just...
His wasn't the one I saw, and I just got, like, bombarded by it when I logged on. I was like, alright, that's enough for today. I'ma just hide this.
Damn. No, I didn't see that.
So... even Zach Bussy, who is a reporter for like all Twitch and other like what's called like all like streaming platforms, essentially, he's pretty much my intel for what's going on with what the fuck Twitch is doing a lot of the times, right? Go support Zach, by the way. His subscription note and newscast is always like insanely well detailed. Literally a good kid. For real. Literally a good journalist, like dead ass. But like, he commented on the post that I linked in the chat, by the way. He even, like, quote retweeted, he's like, "Twitch has the worst luck. For years, this channel had no ads. It was so popular and may have costed Twitch millions of dollars a year to distribute. It cost so much that Twitch recently had to force ads to be run on that channel. And this is the content that those ads are now running against." Because... I've seen this a lot, which is an interesting concept where people will achieve affiliate status, but they will not choose to go through the affiliate program, so then that their community never has to watch advertisement. Which is a really smart business move, because although the community cannot subscribe and thus cannot get like emotes and all that jazz, they can donate directly to the streamer, and the streamer is able to get revenue from the donations rather than like the advertisements that they're going to be dealing with or the subscriptions or anything like that, right? And you know, it's the trade-off that the community can watch that streamer absolutely free. Twitch never gets a single cent, pretty much, right? It's an interesting business move to do so, but one, I didn't even realize that Asmongold never had ads, because I never watch his content. I think he's absolute scum even before this. Yeah. But this just took it to a level of, what the fuck, dude? Like, actually. Like, he needs to be permanently banned. There is no way you can say something so horrendous.
I was also about to say, doesn't that directly go against Twitch TOS?
Yes, but because Twitch has favorites, that becomes the question mark of, well, when everyone is calling for his ban.
Because he doesn't run ads.
Well, now Twitch forced the ads onto him. So now it becomes that kind of question where it's like, what is Twitch's line, you know? Twitch probably does not favor him, but for the entire morning I've seen, he hasn't been banned yet.
If he gets banned off of Twitch, Kick's probably going to take him.
Oh, 1000%. But quite frankly, his, like, I'm not saying his community. I feel like a lot of his community might not even realize how fucking awful he is until they heard this, right? Yeah. But, like, I wouldn't be surprised about it, though, is the thing, right? I wouldn't be surprised about it. His behavior for years have always been more of a reflection on how how Kick streamers are. right? It's like, it's just saying shit that does not, like, go on, or like go with Twitch TOS, or like promoting behavior that is actually insanity.
Or it's like they actively break Twitch TOS multiple times and then play the victim.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we have evidence you are in fact not the victim.
Absolutely fucking insane. Sorry, I was like watching the clip.
Yeah, no. It's so bad. And it's like, apparently, like, he continues to call Palestinians barbaric. He is essentially like saying that, oh, because of the quote culture, it is okay to genocide the people. And I'm just like,
it's not okay to do that in any circumstance.
I know. I'm like,
There's a reason why it's considered a war crime.
Yeah, people are fucking crazy, dude. That's insane. He's getting fucking roasted though in the fucking comments, I see.
I don't think I've seen any single person actually defend him, which either reflects on my For You page being actually like decent people, or legitimately nobody would ever agree to his actual barbaric behavior.
Gives a shit about this man.
Also true. Hi Tara, I hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, and also thank God that Twitch has actually clarified their TOS about what specifically clarifies as like hate speech, because this is bannable. This is actively bannable. And if they don't ban him, there's no excuse for Twitch. Deadass.
No. And honestly, I think Twitch might actually be looking at the response to this and be like, okay, damn. Alright, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Because also year then it becomes the choice of, okay, do we, keep a majority of people, or do we lose a shit ton? And I think at this point, Twitch can't afford to lose a shit ton.
But also, Twitch might be under the statement of, like, trying to not, pick a side regarding this war. Because I don't know if Twitch has ever made an actual statement regarding the war. It's not even a war, it's a genocide. Also, sorry, let's rephrase it that way. It's not a war, it's a genocide. But I don't think Twitch has ever stated anything in particular.
Also, low-key, I think it's also starting to become apparent to everybody that it's like, now Israel is invading like Lebanon and hitting Iran, and it's like, yeah, you guys didn't see this like a mile away?
Literally. Apparently, Asmin has had this belief for a year, by the way.
Oh my
because
God.
Last year, I saw a tweet about this as well, Cone, so I agree with you. There was a post last year that was made where he was like, why do you care about people that you're never gonna meet or you're never gonna like know about, and like the culture and blah blah blah.
I'm like, okay, then why should I give a shit about you? I've never met you.
Yeah, but I think
don't know you.
I think that's literally the Republican like stance. It's like, well, why should I be paying for your stuff because I have never met you before in my life, kind of thing. Like with the whole, like what is it? The whole tax situation, I think.
Oh yeah.
And everything else, like any form of payment that becomes like a Republican statement. It's like, why should I care about you?
The only thing I don't believe in paying for is Social Security, mostly because by the time I'm old, Social Security is gonna be bankrupt.
Real.
So I'm like, why am I even paying $300 per paycheck for this? And they're like, well, it's for the older people to live. And I'm like, okay, well, why weren't they paying their dues? I know most of them were, but also I'm like, dude, if it's gonna be more than run out by the time I'm old, I'm not gonna benefit from it. Why am I paying for it?
Take a wild bet right now, and we'll talk about this tomorrow if this happens. Do you think that by tomorrow, do you think that Asmin's either going to get perma-banned, temporary ban? I believe he's gonna get temporary ban, or not banned at all.
Banned.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna get temp banned or not banned at all?
I think temp banned.
Temp banned?
I hope for temp banned, but also there's a chance he might not get banned at all.
No, I
hope on the wrist.
I hope for perma ban, but the thing is that I feel like because of Backlash, Twitch will do temp ban. But if Twitch is playing favorites, which we'll find out by the end of this day, it'll be no ban at all. And that becomes the question. Twitch would not. They need the ads. Speaking up against genocide would hurt their pockets. See, yeah. Like the ads will pull out immediately because he said this. But also, then again, some ads may even stay because of this, because some advertisements are fucking, you know, crazy too, you know. Twitch would rather ban. Okay, last statement. Twitch would rather ban VTubers for showing a pixel of skin than ban Asmon, who's been spewing white supremacy non-stop for the past 4 hours. This was 2 hours ago.
Damn.
Like, he's been insane and batshit crazy before. And I've always just, like, I've never liked his content in any capacity because of it. But I did not realize how god-awful he was until this shit happened. I'm like, there's no shot. Because I don't see any of his shit in my circles. Unless it's this. I was like, why is Froggen talking about racism against Arabs? Like, what happened that it was like this level of bad again? I see.
Yeah, it's not good.
Why the fuck are they going after, like,
the
people that can't?
Hips are horrible, Oka. They're killing people.
Yeah, they're killing people. They're causing. I'm not gonna say that. I'm seeing like a lot of comments regarding Hitler with him. Well, so something about like you know, like, don't call me like a Nazi for my beliefs on this whole genocide thing. Like, they keep throwing racist and Nazi like words as if that's like not a bad thing, like what he's saying, but like it's gonna make a difference essentially with how he believes. I'm like, what the fuck? Ugh, it is. It's insane. It's actually insane. Anyways, apparently Hassan also responded to this, and I need to listen to that because I feel like that's gonna be him just cursing the shit out of Asmon, and I'm just gonna enjoy that shit. I won't lie. But we'll see. Anyways, in the spirit of Spoopy Month, we are getting out of the horrors that is that, and we are going to start on back into stream. Welcome back, Freeman. Do you guys got your waters and everything?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I don't. However, we're gonna deal with an. Well, I had water and then I drank it while we were talking. But we're gonna be talking about what's it called? We're gonna be in an ad break in 13 minutes anyway, so I'm just going to go get water during that time. So we're gonna continue back into this as it breaks my ears with clickety clacketing noises. Holy shit!
I can make those noises too with my keyboard.
Click, 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 click.
Click, click, click.
Belly full of turkey. Yum. How was Canadian Thanksgiving, by the way? I hope it was well and swimming. Obedient. March 13th. Oh wait, hold on. Now my music has stopped, so then we can actually hear the game. March 13th, 3:45 p.m. Gatewater Land Main Gate. We are at the ending of Case 3. Hopefully we will finish it today, but knowing us, that might not be the case.
Where's the costume detective Gumshoe?
Just on the other side of the fountain, sir.
Look, it's right here.
He's decapitated.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Wings?
Like a Pegasus?
It was a two-part necklace.
Was it out here in the open all along? No, it was discovered in the tall grass back there. We moved it out here in order to examine it more thoroughly.
Then let's get down to it. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. A necklace.
Hello. the only thing that's necessary here.
What do we have here?
Oh, it's another pendant. That's 2 treasures in one day. How lucky is that? And hey, this pretty baby's made of platinum silver too.
Another pendant on top of the one we found on Mr. Deacon? Is it possible that these two?
Lang.
Oh no.
Wait, who?
It's you. It's you. It's Mr. Sexy.
Oh, hold it right there.
I forgot it was Cowboy. Oh. I gotta post it going live now.
Hands off, Mr. Prosecutor. You sure know how to cross the line, don't you? Oh. A pendant, huh? That's a very decisive piece of evidence. How can you tell? Look here and read off what you see. Lauren.
Lauren. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat. Lauren. Hey, it's a name that's engraved on this.
It has been jotted down.
I...
Busted. Ha! We have you now, Miss Kidnapper.
No, you don't understand. Oh no, I gotta play the twink too.
Do you want to play the lovers? Like...
I mean...
Yeah, no, it's Oro's turn to be.
Oh yeah. No,
oh yeah, it's Auro's turn to finally be a lover! Let's go!
I'm trying to remember what voice I gave him. Lum, I can't believe you were one of my kidnappers.
If your theory is correct, this dude is actually
like,
throwing
so
his...
fucked up that he's throwing his fucking girlfriend under the bus right now.
After probably killing her father. Like...
Lance.
Become a narcissist?
You're kidding. Miss Pops was one of the kidnappers?
This is Oro's time to finally be 3 people in one.
4. Because I'm Gumshoe.
4, but if Gumshoe talks here, then it'll be 4. In a row.
Gumshoe's probably got his popcorn watching the soap opera.
Real.
Yes.
She can...
It was me. I held Lance hostage.
So Miss Pops is one of the kidnappers. But even knowing that, I can't call this case solved or over. Hey, guys, case closed. Get the car ready, and I mean the special one for this young lady.
Hold it!
That sounds so fucking weird, Chief.
Again, Mr. Prosecutor, what is it this time? Are you proposing that Miss Pops is also the culprit in the murder case? What happened? I thought Officer Meekins was your suspect.
We arrested both.
We found it. Found what? That officer's gun. He literally dropped it in the middle of a thick patch of grass. Your country's police are a sham. Just look at how careless they are.
Who are you calling a sham?
The officer's gun didn't show signs of having been fired, so it can't be the murder weapon. So Officer Meekins has been cleared of all charges, I see. And that's when a brand new suspect comes walking onto the scene. The murder only happened because the kidnappers started fighting amongst themselves. As I recall, it was you who said that, right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Oh, I'll tell you this right now, by the way, since this was a conversation. Apparently, people are getting automated replies that no violation took place when they are currently reporting the clip that was taken from Asvin's stream against Twitch's TOS. So Twitch is giving automatic replies that there is no violation that has taken place.
I wonder if it's because they've already made a decision, or if it's because they might think it's like
their automatic reply system is garbage. I'm pretty sure.
Is their automatic reply system taking place for someone who's of high stature is the thing. Yeah, no, so it literally says, you have submitted a safety report that is covered under the Digital Services Act, DSA, of the EU. We have reviewed the content against our terms of service, community guidelines, and /or local law, and determined that no violation occurred. Reported against, and then, the person. Okay.
Miss Pops, did you really kill Mr. Deacon? Yes, I killed him.
Girl, don't stand up for your fucking shitty ass boyfriend. He's throwing you under the bus.
Literally.
We obviously know he's gay.
Yeah, I mean, look at him.
Yeah, I mean... Girl, if you didn't see it now, and the fact that y'all have been friends for so long, I'm sorry to tell ya. You're about to go to jail for somebody who doesn't give a shit.
Honest to God, I'll take that as Kay's statement because that is the truth. Kay'd be like, bitch, don't take that.
You're stronger than this, what the fuck?
Hey, ho, ho, Asmund Gold has got to go. Real.
Agent Lang, it's much too early to decide fuck.
Shit.
Agent Lang, it's much too early to declare this case closed. Look at you, so sure of yourself. We got the culprit's own confession and some very incriminating evidence. What more could you ask for? Miss Lauren Pops.
Yes?
I want to hear it from you. Tell me your side of all that's happened today, from the kidnapping to the murder.
But why? I'm a kidnapper and the killer. Isn't that enough? Girl, don't cut your hair now. We know you're on the verge of a mental break. Just calm down. Okay, you will not look good with bangs.
Yeah, like, who is allowing her to have scissors in her hands? Oh.
It's fine if you're one behind everything, but only if that is the truth.
Huh.
Now then, will you tell us the truth? Or is there some reason why you can't? I've had a change of heart. I think I'd enjoy seeing you sulk away as the losing mutt. Alright, you heard me. Let's hear all about the evil deeds you committed today.
Miss Pop's confession.
The one who came up with the kidnapping plan was the butler, Mr. Deacon. We knew that we could get rich by holding Lance hostage. Mr. Armano would pay anything to get his son back after all. Everything was going according to plan, but as soon as we got the money, Mr. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me.
There, are you satisfied? She just confessed to her crimes a second time. At least you had the guts to admit what you'd done. I can at least respect that much. Miss Pops, is what you said really the truth?
Yes, it is.
If that's the truth, it certainly isn't the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Because there's something that seems a bit too improbable in her confession.
Confession time. Which we will do right after this ad break.
Ba, ba, ba.
There is an ad starting soon, so we will take that as the moment to...
You go get your Wawa.
Oh, yeah, I go get Wawa.
Me too, I refill.
No, I'm the only one who prepared.
Well, I drank all my water. I had water, but I drank it.
Fair enough, have a nice day. Hi chat, it's just me. I don't know if you guys can actually hear me or not, but hi. It's me, the freed man. Hello, the freed man. Have you enjoyed your time being free? Yes, I'm very glad you have. I heard somebody's door.
I got Wawa.
Welcome back. A freed man showed up, not to be confused with Freeman.
Freed man showed up? What?
Freed man showed up, not to be confused with Freeman.
Speed running my way into becoming the incarcerated. What the hell? What did I just raid?
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's illegal.
That is definitely not good for ya, Chief.
I mean, I guess we'll figure out when he changes his name.
That's wild. By the way, the really off topic since we have to pause here anyways. Have you guys heard about the massive Game Freak leak that happened?
Oh, I've heard about it.
Dude.
But I don't know about it.
I read through a shit ton of it. Oh my god, it's actually insane. They have like an actual in-depth understanding of the entire Pokemon, well not Pokemon lore, but the Pokemon origins. Like how Pokemon essentially came to be.
Man,
what, like who created it and everything.
That as a game?
Well, it's less about that. It's like information that's in some of the games and then kind of like it's not a completed understanding of it is the thing, right? A lot of it is like beta information or like things that aren't like really talked through, but it's so interesting because it's like it talks about like the meme that keeps going around is the one information that just keeps going over everyone's head, which is that Dialga and Palkia canonically fucked.
Let's go.
That's an interesting one that I've gone through. But it's like, so it's like Arceus is the first Pokemon because he's the god of all Pokemon, and then he created Dialga and Palkia, which also there's a big question mark because it's like he also should have created Giratina, but I don't know why Giratina's not in here. Yes.
When are we gonna get the Bible rewritten as Pokemon?
Okay. I feel like you should not say that when there's also a lot of concerning content that was written and leaked in those leaks too.
Are you talking about how they had like drawings of essentially porn?
Not the drawings. Not the drawings. There's written stories that okay, I understand the premise. It's about it's like folklore. Yeah, exactly. It's like folklore, mythology inspired. But people are seeing it as human / Pokemon. A lot of it is also not consensual. And I'm like,
oh my god.
I'm like hardcore like what the I was like actually like, I'm not reading this. I'm not traumatizing myself here right now.
It's really not like it's not explicit at all. It's just people have no like basic reading comprehension. Like it's literally like folklore, like in the same level as like Greek mythology.
Oh yeah. I figured that was the case, right? But like the comment section gets worse every single time I look through. That's why I'm like, I'll take that as a chill pill for the time being.
You've got people who lack reading comprehension, and then you've got people with, quite frankly, minds that need to be dunked in bleach for a good hour in order to clean them.
Real. I feel so bad too because it's like people are there's certain Pokemon that are never gonna beat that allegation anymore. Right?
Oh yeah, though.
And it sucks because one of the Pokemon that was brought up, right? I was like, okay, fine, you know, chill, leave it there, you know. Like what was it? It was like a woman who fucked a Sloth King, I believe.
Good for
and
her.
Then had a child, like had a Sloth King child, which I was just like audible blinking. Okay,
good for her.
Good for her.
Good for her.
This is not any worse than some of the fanfic I've read before. So okay, good for her, right? I was rewatching a Pokemon Ranger like gameplay. I think it was Jaden Smith, or not Jaden Smith, sorry, Jaden Animation. Yeah, sorry, my brain turned off. Jaden Animation's like playthrough of Pokemon Ranger because I was like feeling nostalgic, right? And then there was one scene where it's like, oh yeah, and then Team Dimsun ended up like just pulling a lever and dropping a shit ton of Sloth King on top of me, and I'm like, oh dear god. No. Oh dear god. Oh dear god. And I'm like, oh dear god, don't do this after the whole allegations. Brain, shut up. Like it's like actually like horrid, you know?
It's like actual brain rot material.
It's actual brain rot material because it's like, because it's not me making the, oh, this is the connection. It's this information was written probably during the time when this game was also made. And I'm like, I don't like that this was in that kind of, I'm like, that's concerning, you know?
I feel like some developers have crimes they need to confess to.
I mean, they already do when you think about how much Lopunny was like favoritized, you know?
Oh yeah.
Everyone's like, did you really not consider that like the devs were furries when they made Lopunny? Like at all?
No.
No,
I wholeheartedly believe it.
Yeah, no, so it's
I mean,
it's
just look at the Western equivalent of Lola Bunny, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, brother.
And then it just makes you question, it's a kid's game?
it's a kids game. But I will say there is so many interesting aspects about that that leak. There is a lot of really interesting aspects about that leak. Like the lore aspect.
You know what I'm thinking about right now? Two dots are like closely orbiting each other. So you know how Nintendo finally pursued legal action against Pal World?
Yeah. And then Game Freak gets locked into this?
Leaked, yeah.
Yeah.
What if somebody in the Pal World fandom was a little too upset and decided to do this? And I'm like, which, my first question is why? Like, do you not have any better outlets to express your anger, or like,
see, I would agree with that if it wasn't for the fact that I think it was confirmed that it was like a Nintendo employee as well as like a hacker, because I think, as much as I'm remembering, it seems like it was a Nintendo employee who was able to manage to get this data from like the Nintendo dev portal, right? Because these are like confirmed hard leaks, right? But the only reason they know this is because there's a screenshot with this dude's full name. Oh my God. It has he hard docs himself, and so now Nintendo knows who to like hard sue. You know what I mean? Because this shit is actually like, yeah, no, there's no way of getting out of that. Actually,
it's giving me memories of, you know, how there were classified military documents released on a Minecraft Discord server. It's like,
yeah,
dude, you didn't think you'd get caught for it? Really?
But I will say, like, it's very, like, I don't care about the new stuff. Like, there's a lot of things that were talked about that is upcoming or like things that are in developer hell that I'm not gonna say because I'm not gonna get Nintendo whooping my ass right now.
Oh yeah, no.
But one thing that is interesting is I just love seeing like the concepts that they did for Diamond and Pearl, right? Like all like how they were doing the beta discussions, how they were kind of like test mapping the old games, etc. They now are posting the information on XY and a lot of things, etc, etc. Let me show you guys. Wait, is this? Yes, it is. This is the I'll send it to you both, but this is the official or the official origin of the Pokemon universe. If you want to look at this diagram, it's so interesting looking at this, which also brings up the idea that there is considered supporting gods, and Gyarados is one of them. They're quote pseudo-legendaries, which means that Magikarp is considered a pseudo-legendary.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go, Magikarp.
Everybody love my boy Magikarp.
The real.
Magikarp, the real sleeper Pokemon, for real.
Real. But yeah, no, it's interesting, but there's like so many like mini questions that keep getting brought up with this, which I agree with. It's like, one, Mew is considered like I'm not gonna get into this because this is not the point of the stream, but it's so interesting, you know, like going through this and being like, but wait, how the fuck does this not make sense? How the fuck does this make sense, you know? But hello Motor, I hope you're doing well. Hello, thank you for the yippee. Thank you. Hello.
So also question, was this just entirely done in Excel, or did somebody put it in Excel before they posted it?
No, this is what's it called? You see like where it says us and then it's parentheses Arceus. All of the English writing was done after the events, but this entire thing was actually like just straight up pulled from the Google Drive that is posting every single leak they can possibly find.
Bro, why are they doing this in Excel or Google? What's the Google equivalent of Excel?
Google spreadsheets.
Yeah, why are they doing this in Google spreadsheets?
I don't know, but like it's interesting. God,
of all the places you could create a diagram, Google Sheets, really?
I know, right?
Not a picture? No, Google Sheets. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's not Snorlax. It's Gyarados. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. So, God, it's just so crazy. I'm like looking at it going, wow, I am so invested. I'm invested in just seeing how like cute like a lot of the beta testing stuff is. But yeah, it's very interesting. Anyways, thank you for the cap package. Thank you, thank you. I personally have Magikarp in my Pokerogue party. Hey, let's go. Thunder War forms? Yes. What if instead of Game Freak, it was Game Freaky, and instead of making Pokemon, it was awful fanfiction? Real.
What if there's just an account on AO3 that's just called Game Freaky, and they're like, yeah, this is actually tied to the Game Freak company.
I mean, honest to God, people are saying, man, they really put the freaking Game Freak, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I'm like...
That wasn't obvious. Yeah. I mean, it was low-key obvious before. We're like, bro, why are you designing... Why? No.
Yeah. It's a fun time. Can you read this line, by the way?
Mr. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me.
Hold it!
Why do you think he did?
Oh, dice roll. Where the fuck's the dice roll? Oh, there we go. That's an 11!
I have no idea, but maybe he had planned on doing so from the very beginning. Miss Paps.
Wait, Mr. Deacon planned to kill Miss Pops from the very beginning? Was that ever really likely to happen? What should I do? Should I raise an objection?
We raise an objection. Also, hi Haru!
I'm sorry, but I don't think that what you claimed is likely.
Huh?
I don't think Mr. Deacon would have ever been able to be capable of killing you.
But why? We were total strangers.
Nuh-uh. No, you weren't.
It's not uncommon for people to kill each other, Oak.
Miss Pops, you really are clueless, aren't you?
You
and now you're calling me clueless.
What do you mean?
Not that you are the daughter.
Well, wait, no, what if she actually doesn't know it's her dad?
I think it's clear she doesn't know that it's her dad.
Oh, no.
I was gonna say, you think she's this good of an actress?
Yeah, no, she's not that good of an actress. You never knew what your role in the kidnapping was, nor do you know who you really are. But I do, and I can show you with this piece of evidence. This proves that Mr. Deacon wouldn't have been able to bring himself to kill Miss Pops. It's the horsey.
Take that!
Take that.
Why are you showing this to me?
So did she have the necklace with the wings? And he had that?
Yeah, so they were both the Pegasus. And it's also mentioned in the report he had a daughter, like, a young daughter. So what about the pendant?
God, this voice is so funny.
This horse pendant, along with this piece of evidence, shows who you really are. The wing!
The wings! Or is it gonna be his criminal record?
I was gonna say it's not that. Unfortunately, it is his criminal record.
Aw, I thought it was the horsey with the wing.
No, it's because it's the daughter comments.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, like, because I completely forgot we had that, and then we're like, oh, never mind.
I was like,
go back.
Wait a second.
Does that really have anything to do with the pendant?
Oh, Lang is the guilty party? Nah, he's just an idiot.
What the heck? Of course not.
What the fudge? You just gotta go like full boot hill.
Boot hill, yeah.
Exactly.
I suppose not. There's something that is very clearly connected to this pendant.
I wonder what the fuck that could be.
And this pendant is the key that will open the door to the truth. This horse pendant, along with this piece of evidence, shows who you really are. So it is the wings.
Yes. Right? Hold on, I'm so fucking confused. I'm like looking at this.
Hold on, we're lost.
It had. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. No. You know what happened? I was supposed to show her pendant first, then his pendant, and then this would be the part where I would show this. But we did it out of order, but it still doesn't matter because all of it has to go in the same motion.
Oh, okay.
So that's interesting.
Oh, still right. We made a
lucky. It literally was just everything was written the same exact way in this fucking paragraph. This guide is not friendly like the other guide.
These two pendants resemble each other, wouldn't you agree?
Hey, you're right. They're the same color, and they're even made of the same material.
I believe that these two pendants are actually one.
Oh.
Shall we give it a try?
Wow.
It's totally a Pegasus.
Imagine that's really how she reacted. Just wow.
But why? Why does my pendant match up with Mr. Deacon's?
You're a smart lady. I'm sure you can imagine why that might be.
No, that can't be.
So the two make a set. Huh, it's just another trinket. It's not as though this changes anything. You lack imagination, Agent Lang. Very well, I'll show you with evidence. This is the piece of evidence that gives meaning to the Pegasus pendant.
Thank you for the
And
yippee!
the note, the file about him.
Which one?
The file about him, the one that you tried to present.
The criminal record.
Ah,
The dossier.
Take that.
Oliver Deacon was just an alias for this man. His real name was Colin Deveray, the name that is etched onto the horse pendant. What alias? I suppose he had to hide the fact he was a felon somehow in order to live. And it makes sense given what is written in Mr. Deveray's dossier. All I really wanted to point out was this. The specific section
here we go.
is what reveals the true meaning behind those pendants.
I don't like that it just auto clicks it off. And it's like, what if you just didn't read this?
Take that.
Mr. Deveray had one daughter. And her name is Lauren Pops.
That's a lie! That person was not my father!
Dude, I feel so bad for her that she wouldn't have known that her father was with her and then died in front of her.
Yeah.
He couldn't come out and tell you he was your father because he was in hiding. However, I believe he was trying to secretly watch over you. You still believe that a man like that could kill the daughter he was separated from? Or even that such a man would allow his daughter to get involved in a kidnapping plot?
Knuckle back.
And what is so funny, Agent Lang? You're good at making things up in your head and deciding it's the truth, aren't you? What are you trying to say? Your thinking is much too innocent. After all, I've thought of another possibility. Is that so? Well, let's hear it.
Another possibility.
I'll grant you that the two of them are father and daughter. But it isn't possible that they both knew that fact. It was no coincidence that the reunited pair became involved in the house of a mono. And the two of them made good use of their meetings to plan this little kidnapping. Wouldn't you say my scenario is perfectly probable as well? So this is his version of how things might have been. You don't have any proof that either one of them didn't know their true relationship, right?
You mean they knowingly committed the kidnapping as father and daughter?
That's right. As one really rotten family. Is that really what happened? I better take a long, hard look at the evidence.
Okay. Bump. Bump. Womp womp. Womp womp. Womp womp. Womp womp. Okay, well, from this one, read this line.
And the two of them made good use of their meetings to plan this little kidnapping.
Nah.
There's
Because,
three people.
Exactly.
Objection!
You fucking idiot. This kidnapping wasn't planned by just two people alone.
Good to note that you've confirmed you can't count.
And what kind of proof you have of that? Quite simply, there were 3 kidnappers.
Obviously.
3!
Yeah. Count it.
4 costumes were stolen from the Wild Wild West area's back rooms. We found one of them in the kidnapper's hideout. But as for the other 3, we can assume they were being worn by 3 different people. We also found a set of 3 cups and 3 folding chairs that were used in the hideout. It all clearly points to a 3-man group.
Hey, I can hang out for a few minutes, but who are Indy and Oro Oriel? They are my wonderful, wonderful streamer buddies, my besties, who are on the left of me, right over here. Oro, Indy,
hello.
say hi.
Hi.
Hello. Yes. So the one on the far left is Oro. The one on the right of Oro is Indy. Nodders. And they're my stream companions for the Ace Attorney franchise. Objection, you fucking idiot.
You fucking idiot.
Your Honor.
I'm simply saying
fucking
what he's
idiot.
thinking.
Your Honor. Womp womp.
Your Honor.
Womp womp.
Teehee. I noticed them in your live section in Discord is why I asked. Of course. They are our wonderful friends here and joining us today. Or they join us every Monday and Tuesday, really.
Yeah.
It all clearly points to this.
And I believe this 3rd person is the real mastermind behind the kidnapping.
Your Honor, it's giving Cap. Your Honor, you're full of crap. Oh my god.
Who is the mastermind?
It's me.
I present to you the brains behind the kidnapping. It's the twink.
It's the twink!
I knew I called this shit from the beginning.
Real.
Lance Amano.
Have you and your friends now thought about Zukosa's game at some point? I've heard questionable things regarding it, especially regarding the potential use of AI. I know that the game has outright stated, or the devs have outright stated that that's not true, but until I see proper crediting of their cast, then I will not necessarily consider it as a game that I'd play or consider it at all.
I just don't want... it's a cool concept, but no.
I don't even know what the concept is. I just know that, and I'm like, I'm not up for any kind of game whatsoever that isn't gonna, like, take care of their cast. Like, you couldn't have,
so
like,
you know it's a horror game, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm not even gonna touch that at all then.
Yeah, I'm like, do you even know the
Well,
genre of the game?
I assume it was a horror game, considering that, like, it was continuously recommended to me this month, right? It was either one of two things. It was very, very brand new that everyone wants to see me play, or it's a horror game because it's for spooky month, right? In either case, it doesn't matter to me.
So, the Steam description is Zoocosis is a body cam horror simulation game. You're a zookeeper, identify infected mutant animals, make a vaccine, and cure them.
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
A lot of bug imagery.
Oh yeah, I'm horrible with bugs. So yeah, no, we're not doing that shit. Sorry, bye.
Some of the screenshots are just like downright diarrhea. Cool concept, not for me. And also, I think Indy will understand this. I don't know if you would understand why I hate this screenshot with every fiber of my being. I'll put a spoiler warning.
Thank you.
It doesn't contain bugs.
Fair enough. There goes my fun to try and make...
of a certain dream I had.
Oh.
What the fuck?
There goes my fun to try and make you play that. It's growing in popularity too. I understand that, especially because it's horror month, right? But the thing is that I am severely bad with horror games in general. And one, if it's a solo game, I will not play it to high hell. Two, if it has bug imagery, I'm really terrified of bugs. I'd rather not. The
first review on Steam is the gorilla's butt cheeks are really well animated. I have to admit that, but unfortunately, the game itself is not worth the price yet.
That's crazy.
I'll just say sorry, my gorilla's friends.
Yeah, I've only seen viewers request for the game, but a lot of people who have played the game not like the game. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I've heard too many negativities regarding this game to ever make me consider it regardless of what it is.
So it's like, a lot of the reviews I'm glancing through, it's just, this was not a game they were promised. Like, a lot of people expected more of this game, and it does look like they hyped it up a lot, but then it really lacked on delivery.
I heard it's so buggy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that. Oka of the Forest is scared of bugs confirmed. It is confirmed. I'm terrified of bugs. Bugs is one of my...
They said, one person said it only took them 30 minutes.
To finish the game?
The game.
Bro, how much is this game costing?
20.
That's shitty. That's shitty. That's actually shitty. I'm sorry. That's really bad. If you can potentially finish this game in 30 minutes, not even an hour, that's really bad. For it to be $20.
And they also said it's not really a horror game because it doesn't place the player in danger. It only places the animals in danger. So it's like, yeah, the horror is like seeing things mutate before your eyes, but like, you're not in any real danger.
Apparently there's 23 endings to that game. So,
okay, but why would you need 23 endings?
Well...
So, 23 times 30, let's do the math.
It's 69, or 690.
And then divide that by... So, in total, the entire game is 690 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, you said 23 times 30?
It's 23 endings, 30 minutes each.
46. Wait, 460. Hold on. Wait. What? Because you said multiplied, right?
Yeah. So there's 23 endings. Each ending, or each run takes 30 minutes, apparently. 690?
Yes.
690. 26 times 30 is 780.
23.
Oh, 23.
That's why I was like, where are we getting these numbers, guys? And a nudity filter as well.
Well, why? Why would that need to be in that game?
Why? Yeah, wait. Why does there need to be a nudity filter if it's based around based around the animals? That makes me concerned in a completely different level. And I'm like,
Yeah.
But either way, regardless, right? I don't particularly like games regarding this kind of content, so I wouldn't want to play it. Either way, it's not my type of content. Most of my community wouldn't like me being scared out of my mind, like actually genuinely.
No, I do not want you pushing your boundaries personally. I don't want anybody pushing their boundaries for the sake of entertainment.
It shows naked men and women that become meat in the game from a grind. Yeah, I'm not playing this game, guys.
Oh, hey, I had a nightmare about that. I don't even need a game.
I don't need to put myself through a mental strain for that. I'm sorry. Like, listen, guys, I'm very chaotic, but I'm more still comfy cozy regardless. I'm not putting myself through a mental loop with this. Trust me. Is Persona a thing that will be voice acted? Yes, but that's me. I'm the only one that's gonna be voice acting it. It's not gonna end well as a voice. Oh, actually, no. Persona has its own VA
It has its
system.
own VAs, and the VAs are good.
Hold on. The better question is, does Persona 4 Golden have VA work? I don't remember.
I don't know. I've never played Persona 4.
I've never played Persona 4 either. I don't know anything about Persona 4. But
so I'm reading another review, and they're like, let's break it down. So the good is 5 bullet points. The bad is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh dear
then
God.
The really bad.
Oh my
1,
God,
2,
they have a
3,
super
4, 5,
category
6,
for
7,
really
8,
bad.
9.
Huh? Wait, can you send the
And
screenshot?
then-
I'm kind of curious now.
I'm gonna have to send in multiple screenshots.
Please. I'm interested. I'm interested in just reading that, but I'm not interested in watching or playing.
Do you want me to unspoiler that, or it's just talking about the...
If it's in writing, it's fine. It'll just be like, you know.
Writing?
If it's visual becomes my problem, you know.
It's just writing.
Yeah. What the flying fuck? I'm sorry, I read that last part and I'm like, hello? Cute animals, scary concept. Generally bad audio. That's... Damn. Take into account that you need to, which again has a different name. Oh, really difficult names, complicated. Main character seems absolutely clueless and straight up stupid, or does not react when you puke your guts, get infected. He doesn't.
I would stop reading at that point.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was like, I'm not gonna say this because I feel like TOS will kill me faster than myself actually.
Ew, but ew.
Why? Okay, that alone makes me kind of annoyed because I would be upset, right? It's like, why am I playing a sociopath? You know, or a psychopath, you know, essentially.
I guess it's like with my thing is like with therapy and everything, we have tied my nightmare where it's been that exact thing except first person POV.
Yeah.
We've tied that to PTSD. So low-key, I find that offensive. That it's like... And the fact is like, you know, it's... I understand the horror aspect, but also it's like, you gotta draw the line.
Yeah, there's a really bad line when it comes to this kind of content. I don't know. To me, this doesn't sound fun. No, like genuinely, this game doesn't sound fun.
You haven't gotten to the really bad part yet.
Oh yeah, I haven't gone to it. I'm going through it now.
Psychological horror more than anything else. That's the kind of shit that I personally fuck with.
Yeah, like just, honestly,
blatant gore.
Personally, if I played this game and I did not read this review where it has that in it, I probably would have relapses.
Yeah, no, it's really just not great. Okay, we're gonna cut that conversation off for 2 seconds, okay? The end story is we're not playing through that. That game sounds genuinely like a nightmare fuel, and I'd rather not.
I already have had enough nightmares as is.
Real.
And I don't even watch many horror things.
Yes. So yes to Persona stream. We already have a Persona stream though, Zine. So if you look at my YouTube channel, actually, wait. Yes, actually, yes, because Persona started at the beginning of this year. Yeah, so I already went through Persona 3 Reload. So I've already gone through the entirety of Persona 3 Reload. Indy's actually you already finished it. Yeah.
I finished Persona 3 Reload. It was so good.
Yeah, I was going to say, so how is your thoughts on it in its entirety? Cuz I was at TwitchCon when you finished that.
It was fantastic. It was amazing. It was devastating. It was rewarding.
It's so good.
It was.
Do you plan to do you consider playing the DLC?
I do want to. I don't know if I'll stream it though.
Fair enough. From what I've heard, it's a really bad grind fest, but the story is worth it because it gives a lot of closure. So, but the only thing that's stopping me is because I'm buying a full game playing that, essentially.
I've been consuming so much fucking content though of Akihiko and Shinjiro, like ship art though, and like fan fiction.
Real.
Like, fix where fucking Aragaki didn't die and they're like lovers.
Oh my
god.
Please!
I've been so
copium, dude.
Okay, on a completely different note, I got recommended this game. It's not really a game, but
copium.
Especially because October 4th just passed in real life.
I know. Oh, that looks so pretty.
You make a checklist, and as you complete stuff on the checklist, your train goes.
So wait, that's so cute. Choo choo.
Oh, that is very cute.
Choo choo.
I like
you're on a plane.
That's very cute. I love that.
Yeah, it's like this game doesn't look like anything you've played in the past. What about Sphere City Lo-Fi?
Okay. So let me just. My brain is trying to read through this chat. Holy shit. Also, Red, thank you for the daily leave. But let's not waltz over people's boundaries. Yes to Persona. Persona 4 should have voice acting. Okay, then Persona 4 Golden. Either way, Persona 4 Golden is next on my list. Alongside Sonic X Shadow Generations, which comes out, like next week, and I'm gonna fucking kill myself because I need to finish Kingdom Hearts 2 in 2 weeks in order for me to play Sonic X Shadow next week.
You can do it.
I'm hoping to grind through so much of it this week, but I gotta push. I checked and looks like P4 does have VA. That's good. The only reason Persona is still around is due to the safe for work and not safe for work fan art and the fan fiction stories that is. I hard disagree because the thing is that
story. I mean, in order for those things to happen, you have to have a really good story to go behind it.
The whole point of like the fact that it still exists is because of the persistence of the fandom, but the fandom only exists because they fucking love the actual content and the actual media.
Exactly.
And that's why.
Do you think that
like an homage?
Do you think that any of these gaming companies would put so much time and effort in making such a long ass game if it wasn't gonna profit them in any capacity? Like if it's only like that thing. Plus, listen, we're not going to downgrade the idea that the fandom who makes fan art and fan fiction stories is not to be messed with. That is literally one of the biggest reasons why massive amounts of like games are even able to survive for so long. Because of this kind of aspects. Because literally fandoms are like a necessity with communities, you know? Mm-hmm. But I'll never forget the fact that like Star Trek was pretty much one of the big reasons how like, you know, shippers and fandoms came to be. That's hilarious to me. I think it's very funny. The original Star Trek girlies for real. What's it called? Yeah, it seems like one of those
the whole reason why we even get like a P3 reload is because of the fandoms and success of Persona 4 and Persona 5.
Real.
And the fact I'm not part of the fandom yet. I do want to play it eventually.
It's such a good game. It really is.
But
it's
like
fantastic.
The fact that the fandom lost its shit for the reload.
Yeah. It's fucking good.
It's so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, Spurk literally carried on Star Trek for fucking decades, dude.
Actually, that I'm just like it's.
Oh hey, guess. Would you guys say Persona 3 Reload is a colorful game?
Define colorful.
I don't know what Steam defines colorful games as. It just said, here's a colorful game that would... it's in the same category as Ultra Kill.
Like, colorful in the same sense of, like, colorful language, or colorful as in, like, visually? Because visually...
Visually? Question mark?
I guess. There's some parts, and I'm like, yeah, I can see what they're probably talking about. There's some very vivid scenes, but it's not like...
I don't know, it just says colorful. That's it.
Yeah, it's colorful if it's a lot of blue, yeah.
By the way, I can now post this because this is a great meme. It's still my favorite meme.
Oh god, write it open 3 times.
Oh my god, please don't break your ears.
Is that
holy shit?
But I love that the VAs. I love the VAs. Also, that's another thing. The VAs are also like putting in a lot for the fandom too sometimes. Like Persona 3, literally the VAs for P3R came, like not all of them, but a good portion of them came together to literally just play through the game and like act out their characters. Honkai Star Rail is going insane because of the voice actors and how much they're enjoying like just spending time with one another. Genshin too, you know? Like, etc, etc. But
voice actors really are like the life of the game.
Really.
Also, because it's like last tangent. It's like voice actors really do bring to life character. Like you can have a game without voice acting and still be a really good game, but I feel like voice actors like kind of push the edge on that.
Also, I'm going to let chat hear it because I didn't actually let chat hear this, but this is my favorite meme of all time.
It is hot as hell in this freaky ass hot ass room I'm in.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
So like you don't even need to watch. You don't even need to see the clip because it's just gameplay. It's so fucking funny. I love that so much that the VAs just decided. Is that the Grim Reaper? That's my favorite meme for P3R so much. It's so good. I love Persona 3 Reload. It's so good. Hey, Indy, so when am I going to expect you to do a cover of one of the songs?
Oh, that would be cool.
Eyes.
I would like to. I'm full of projects right now at the moment though.
I know.
Fair enough. Have a nice day.
It would be fun.
But I would absolutely be down to sing baby.
That's all. Chat had a counter for me every time I did that. They're like, it's not an Oka stream without hearing her go baby. God damn it.
You know what you just need to have a button on your stream deck that just has you saying the baby, and then you just rapidly spam that button.
Yeah, like just, oh my god, that'd be so funny. Real. I should try and figure that out. I need to redo like a shit ton of my stuff, but I will do that soon. Thank you for the yippee! Thank you. Last tangent, famous last words before a tangent. That's every ADHD person.
Have a nice day.
Make it a point redeem. It would be so funny if I could make it a point redeem. I would have to try and refine like a clear enough audio of me saying that, or just me making that audio again, you know? But yeah, no. Eventually I will play Persona 4 Golden. And that will be a actual true blind playthrough because I don't know anything about it except for like 2 things. One of them is a bad ending because I watched a bunch of bad endings between all the games and I just remember that one in particular because of how fucked up it is. The other one is just silver hair boy with glasses goes into TV. That's all I understand for Persona 4 Golden. That's literally it.
Indy and I have been running into so many
you know, I literally forgot about Teddy until you mentioned that. Oh, and small baby girl. That's it. That's pretty much as I understand Persona 4. So that will be a true blind playthrough, but that is an eventually playthrough. Not now. You have Hot Daddy too? I don't even remember Hot Daddy. I know what you're talking about. I know there is a character that is referred to that, but I just literally do not remember. There's too many characters in that game. I don't remember all of them. Or any of them. It's okay. But yes, we have a fun time. We have a fun time. Anyways. Time to continue. Reread this line, please.
Lance Amano. Yes, this abduction was in fact schemed up by Lance himself. Recall what he said when he appeared before us.
Yeah, that one thing that absolutely destroyed the shit out of him.
Did you see the faces of your kidnappers, snappers?
No, I didn't see their faces, but two. One was a woman.
However, there were 3 kidnappers, which is in itself a direct contradiction to what he said.
But I know I only saw 2 people.
Yeah, because you were the 3rd. Unless you were looking in a mirror, how would you see yourself? This guy was being held hostage. It's possible he couldn't see all 3 of them. Ah, yes, about when you were being held. I have my doubts about what happened then. Lance, would you mind telling us what happened while you were being held captive?
I really don't remember much anymore. Honest.
So convenient.
Uh-huh. But if I don't tell you at least something, you won't believe me at all, will you?
Nope.
What makes you think I believe you now?
I'm gonna kick your ass, kiddo. I'm the supreme gay in this household.
I'm the supreme gay in this household. It's wild.
I was kidnapped yesterday morning. They had me shut in that room, blindfolded the entire time. But the kidnapper suddenly disappeared around the time I heard rain falling outside. My hands were cuffed, but it was a stroke of luck that they left me alone. I made my escape and ran away from that room as fast as I could. Why is he peeking?
Because
Did you see his little finger?
Yeah. Through the underground passageway, I presume. Are you okay?
No.
Sorry, I really didn't want to recall that horrible ordeal, but now you believe me, right?
No, not quite yet.
Oh, how could you not? Why do you look at me with icy daggers in your eyes?
Because he's a prosecutor and because they're all like that. I'll have you know, Agent Lang, a prosecutor's eyes are for discerning the truth. And so they should be interpreted to be cruel at all times, then so be it. There's a sticking point in Lance's testimony. Let's see what he offers up when I push a little.
You know what I think? I think the reason why he calls him sitting in a chair drinking coffee a horrible room is because the coffee isn't like rich boy coffee. Like
yeah.
Folgers black coffee, and he's like, oh,
It's not even photo shoot, it's the store brand.
Yeah. It's not even the ground coffee beans, it's instant coffee.
Rail.
Honestly, don't knock on instant coffee. Instant
no,
coffee
not
slaps.
the decent instant coffee. Like the stuff you find at the very back of the shelf that's most likely expired, but it's the cheapest you can get at like 50 cents for an entire container.
Can you say this line again?
I made my escape and ran away from that room as fast as I could.
Hold it!
How'd you manage to escape?
I wanted to just get out of there, but the door leading outside was locked. Which is why I had to use the underground passageway to make my escape.
I remember our escape to be equally as hard. This is an invaluable piece of testimony. I mustn't let it go unexamined.
The door leading outside was locked tight, so I had to use the underground passageway.
But what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Care to explain?
You said that the door leading out was locked, but was it really? We're talking about that room behind the saloon front, right? Look, I heard it took quite a few men to get that thing open, right, Sheena?
I have a line today! Holy shit!
Oh my god! Everybody clap for Oka.
Yay!
Yay!
We're so proud of you, Oka.
I'm trying to think of, like, I haven't made a voice for her. Yes, that's correct.
Oh my god, you did so wonderful.
Perfection. Peak. Then take a look at this.
The fuck is this?
What is that? A sword? It's not an especially reliable one if it's broken like that. Allow me to start from the end. My conclusion is that the door was never locked. It was simply held shut by this sword, which was used to jam the handle.
Oh.
Lance, even though your hands were cuffed together, you could still use them. If that's the case, then why did you not just simply remove the sword and escape?
Bum, 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 why didn't I? I was disoriented.
Sure, buddy.
Yes, that's it. I didn't notice it. Better start putting on the clown makeup, buddy.
Accept such a bold-faced lie.
Frosty, thank you for the daily social media check and care package. Thank you, thank you.
You locked yourself in that room because you had to make yourself look like the victim. But you did not, in fact, possess the key to the door. That is why you use the prop sword to improvise and create a prison of your very own. You've been making this guy out to be one of the kidnappers for some time now. I wonder if you've forgotten something very important along the way. And what would that be? A motive! What else? Do you honestly think that an upright, pure boy like him would hatch up a completely pointless scheme such as kidnapping himself? Yes, we have the evidence. This proves that Lance did indeed have a motive to commit this crime. It's the thing with like the, you know, the love letter. That is this boy's motive? You lawyer types sure have an active imagination. That type of flimsy logic may work in court, but it'll never stand up to my strict scrutiny.
I'm sorry, I just realized this because I was looking for an emote I did not have. When did chat add Smokey the Bear?
I've never seen that. The fuck? When did they add?
It's in the global emotes.
I don't know, but Twitch adding global emotes, that's nothing new now.
But why did he just sneak in? Hold on, do I have a camping tent anywhere? No particular reason.
You had a bunch and get rid of some? Yeah. Ah, so cute. Can you re-say this line again?
That type of flimsy logic may work in court, but it'll never stand up to my strict scrutiny.
Oh.
What? How is that wrong?
How the fuck is that wrong?
Oh, this wolf's bite is far worse than his bark.
Serves you right.
What a beat your ass.
I'm actually confused.
Look, this boy has no motive whatsoever.
I'm actually confused now.
That's where you're wrong, and I have the evidence to prove it. This proves that Lance did indeed have a motive to commit this crime.
Did I
Is it
not
the fucking
press?
love letter?
Hold on. How the fuck is this not the love letter? It is the love letter.
Did we forget to connect the dots somewhere?
No, that should not be the case because we can't even go in and logic anything anymore at this point. Okay, let me do something real quick. This is gonna be a little stupid, but let's see. I'm literally just going. I'm going into the manual guide. It should be like.
Maybe you just like did something weird. Just try again, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it. I re-clicked it. Did I just not have?
Simply. Maybe you just accidentally like clicked onto something else at the very last second or something.
I have to presume that's the case, right?
To put it simply, Lance has a very urgent need for money.
Also, we are currently in ad break, so we gotta pause on this for a moment.
More yapping!
Wait, more yapping! Except I'm gonna actually go downstairs real quick because I just need to check on my brother because he was sleeping and I think my dad needs him, so. I'll be right back real quick. But you guys yap.
Bye-bye.
Alright, now that we're alone, what havoc can we cause?
What if the havoc we cause is that we think Oka thinks we caused havoc, but we didn't? We just gotta get everybody in chat to start spamming like a specific emote.
I don't know, I've been trying to make funny Smokey the Bear scenarios now that there's an emote, but... I don't know.
Yeah, everybody just start posting the Oka lick emote. Wait, does Oka have a lick emote? If
No.
not, just post a. Oh, I want to do like an Oka specific emote. Oka doesn't have a lick emote.
What about the wheeze?
Oh yeah. Just everybody spam Oka wheeze. Yeah. Oh no, my sub ran out. No. My sub. How am I supposed to spam Oka wheeze now? No. It's fine. I spam it in my heart. Yeah, just post that as many times as you can, everybody. I need
Here,
you
I'll
to
spam for you.
just wheeze it up. We need, and then if Oka asks, you guys just have to say you had to be there. Yeah, look at it. I'm gonna come back and be like, what the heck did I miss?
I love how they're all vibrating in sync on my screen.
They're vibrating in sync equally. They're perfectly matching. Oh, do we have the manager here?
Yeah, well, no, the manager is Jazzy.
Oh.
But we have Winnie.
Are we talking about the managers in this household?
I'm talking about the managers in my household.
What just happened? Why is there a laugh train happening? Holy shit.
Oh, you just had to be there.
Yeah,
oh my god, Freeman! Let's fucking go, Freeman, my hero.
Freeman, thank you so much for giving a tier 1 sub to Indy. Thank you, thank you.
Now I can post this. Where the fuck is it? Go.
Toxic, thank you for the daily leaves and oh my god. I love the wheeze. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Indy. I hope you enjoy your ad-free viewing, your emotes, and all that good jazz. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, let go. Also, ad is now done, so we can actually continue this.
This is hardly your typical love letter. It is in fact a collections bill. It appears our upstanding boy's been accumulated quite a debt. Isn't that right, Lance?
Looks like it's hard being the son of a rich man, too.
And now we're in a hype train. I don't know how the fuck this happens. I feel like hype trains have been broken because there's a lot of like weird shit happening with hype trains. Thank you, Anonymous, for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you for giving it to Captain, to Blue, to Rigid, to Capt, and to Kalis. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hype train for the next 4 minutes. Yeah, this is Kay just saying, damn, privilege.
Yeah.
It must be rough when you have to resort to stealing from your old man, huh?
Alright, I give up. I abducted myself.
What a fucking moron.
Can't.
She didn't even know.
Anime hair. Just the billowing in the wind.
Oh wait, no, she did know. She's just like, why the fuck are you admitting it?
Why are you admitting it for real?
It's over, Lily. In this life, we really are bound to our fates after all. All I wanted was to go with you to a new town, somewhere where no one would know us. I wanted us to be well off with that 1 million, but now, the dream is over.
Why couldn't you just ask your fucking dad, dude?
Oh, Lance!
Then are you going to give yourself up?
Yes, I had planned to run away from this world with my lolly. Oliver even helped us with the plan, but then he had to go and stab us in the back.
He turned on you?
Maybe he didn't want to split the ransom money. That's my guess. It happened almost right after he made the drop-off. When we were alone, he attacked me all of a sudden. After a brief struggle, I was able to contain him and keep him under control. We left him inside that room as Lolly and I made our escape. We wore different costumes and split up. No, he was the proto!
Oh,
man.
So creepy.
Lolly left first in the blue badger costume.
That would mean that the person Officer Meekin saw was Miss Pops.
The translation team really didn't think this name through. All I wanted was to run away with my lolly. Great line. But to be fair, this Game 1's translation was done like years ago is the thing. This was not done recently. The translation team for game 1 was done like ages ago, so there wasn't really like a, you know, it's just a this didn't age well situation.
Yeah.
And the old man just had to wake up. I was careless, and he tackled me pretty hard from behind. Then Oliver put on a bad badger costume. Took the suitcase with the $1 million and ran. I contacted Lolly right away and warned her that he had a gun. I had no idea that they were related, so I thought that it could only end badly. I still don't believe it. That person was not my father. Because if he was, I just killed my own father. Lolly, then it really was you.
You realize the novel Lolita is almost a century old, right? Yeah, but the term for lolly isn't necessarily like equivalent to Lolita.
Her name is Lollipops.
Thank you for the hype train, guys. Thank you. Hype train has now completed at level 2 at 78%.
I mean, the name, the lolly has nothing to do with fucking
Lolita.
Lolly.
Yeah, Lolita content is...
That's like if somebody said, oh yeah, like in fucking Britain, they call fucking lollipops lollies or whatever. They're not calling it...
I like how flip-flops in Australia are called thongs.
Yeah, it's just a word.
Lolita
I feel like it's more weird to read too much into it.
Chain of events.
Oh, lollipops.
Dude, there's a really good K-pop song that was like... that's now over, like, I think even maybe 2 decades old at this point. Maybe it's just over a decade old. It's called Lollipop, and it was with Big Bang and 21, and oh my god, it was classic. I reheard it again this morning, and I'm like, yeah, this is 2000s content right here. So funny.
I'm sorry, I just found this post. You guys are now going to be witness to it.
Oh dear god.
It makes sense, but also,
Grabbing my phone. Thank you for the yippee and the care package, by the way. Thank you. What the flying fuck?
Are they wrong?
No.
They're not. It's just kind of funny that it really did not look like what I was thinking it was. I was like, what the fuck? Because my phone, what's it called, light was like really low. So I had to up my lights to even see what the fuck I was looking at. That's a 7! Yeah, boy is pacey as shit, dude. Anyways. Continue.
That man was not my father. I mean, because at the stadium, there was a bad badger pulling the suitcase with $1 million in it. But the badger pointed his gun at me, aiming to shoot me dead. That's why I used the gun I got from Lance. There was a gunshot, the other person crumpled to the ground, and I ran, scared for my life. Oh, what if it, because he was wearing the bad badger costume, it only had blanks?
Oh.
He wouldn't have actually done any damage.
No damage.
Or any fatal damage, but...
That's a 16.
Or what if she had the blanks? And it was all a cover-up to make her think she killed him. That'd be so big brain.
I could see it. I could definitely see it. It kind of just depends on the side of who do you think actually shot this dude, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We find out. Hopefully today. So.
Fingies crossed.
Fingies crossed. Andy, your move.
I think the big picture's finally coming into focus, don't you think?
Lolly, forgive me. I didn't think it would turn into something so frightening. If only I could have protected you.
So, Miss Pops, she shot her own dad without even knowing who he really was?
Alright, I need to get going now. Oka and friends, have fun with the rest of the game. Also kind of hoping that you three go against a hard CPU character in Mario Party someday. This implies that we'll have Mario Party together. Which I would love. I would love to have the new Super Mario Party Jamboree. I think that would be a fun game for us three to play through and cry over. That would be fun. One day.
It would be fun.
One day. So.
If what she says is true.
Are you saying she's lying? But why would she lie about something like that? What purpose would it serve?
You would be surprised how often people lie without even realizing it themselves, Kay.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
What I mean is, listen very carefully to her confession once more and you'll see.
Alrighty. Chain of events. Okay, gotta go to the third one. Read this one, please.
But that badger pointed his gun at me, aiming to shoot me dead.
We press.
Hold it!
Were you able to clearly see the gun?
Yes, I got a very good look at it while it was pointed at me. Oh, Father, why would you try to shoot me?
Do you really think a father would shoot his own daughter, Mr. Edgeworth?
I don't know.
I don't want to believe it myself.
But it's true. My father's left arm was raised with a gun in it. Wait, hold on, I gotta pretend like I'm lit. But he's right-handed, and the costume had a hole in the right hand.
Yeah. No. Huh?
Right? Oh wait.
You're saying he's right-handed, but the costume had a hole in the right hand?
Costume. I get disorientated. Hold on.
Why would it
what's
matter
the
then
hole
if
in
he
the
was
left hand?
right-handed if it's got the hole in the right hand? That's the same hand he would use.
But she said left hand.
Oh.
He's right hand.
Oh. Yeah.
I can't remember which hole the hand was in, but I think it was the right.
Yeah, we can check the thing in the dossier.
Yeah, it's right.
It
what
is
about
on
the
the
costume?
It's in his dossier.
Oh, wait. Boop, 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 boop. Wait,
It's
which
on
one
the
does that
second
say?
page.
Oh, here.
Uh,
well, yeah, we know he's right-handed. We already knew that.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was
Yeah.
right-handed. We just didn't know.
What about the picture of the mascot hand with the gun?
Well, this is right hand.
Oh, that
based.
doesn't help.
Yeah, but she's saying left hand, so
Yeah.
that's what we can hit her with.
Mm-hmm.
Pointed
This one?
straight at me. I'm about to die, I thought.
Miss Pops.
Oh,
Please calm down and take a deep breath. And then would you allow me to please hear that last statement one more time?
Thank you for the yippee.
yes, of course. Left hand. She said left hand. Left
Yeah.
hand.
Present.
I wish Discord had like a draw function, because you know I'd be taking like the little marker and just circling left hand.
Which would be funny because I wouldn't be able to see it anyways on my end at least.
I mean, unless they managed to make it go through, but...
I know, that would be fun. That would be so fun to be able to have it go through. Ugh. Anyways.
I have here a dossier on your father. According to this, your father was right-handed.
Oh, and...
He became ambidextrous!
The person pointing a gun at you from atop the stage was not Mr. Deacon. Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. I think you need to take a refresher course. Bad Badger has a model gun attached to his right hand. Which is why the only hand he could have held the real gun with was his left. Isn't it impossible that it went down like this? So he's got two fucking guns, one of them's fake and the other, that's so stupid. It's not how that happened.
Becomes a cowboy just going bang 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 into the sky.
Agent Lang, were you paying attention to what Miss Pops was saying? Then again, I suppose I can't expect someone who has never set foot in a court to catch it.
Damn. Direct.
Enough with the smugness. Out with it already. Miss Pops told us earlier.
2 seconds ago.
There was a bad badger pulling the suitcase with 1 million in it.
According to you, the bad badger had the gun in his left hand. Which would mean that he was pulling the suitcase with his right. Is that correct, Miss Pops?
Yes, exactly. And I'm sure it was the bad badger. It had those huge sunglasses on its face.
But if that's the case, even I can see there's a huge contradiction. Yes, Miss Pops claims to have seen the bad badger. And yet the bad badger had both his hands full. These two pieces of information contradict each other, so one must be wrong.
Dun dun dun. It was the bad badger.
Yeah, and both hands
were
occupied, so both are correct. They're both correct. Impossible! That just leaves us with an irresolvable contradiction. Miss Pop's entire statement rests on the fact that she saw his sunglasses and beard. But what if that bad badger wasn't wearing pants on his lower half? This proves that there was a way for the bad badger to freely use both of his hands.
Hit the bad badger head.
The costumes have two parts to them, a head and the body.
Oh, get it now?
The head Miss Pop saw was probably the real head of the bad badger. However, it's not possible that the body of that was an entirely different badger. A different badger. Yes, or to put it more bluntly, I believe the lower half of this badger. The body of the bad badger.
Sorry. Oh, where is this? Here.
The body of the bad badger Miss Pop saw really belonged to this badger. Be the very first badger.
Yeah.
Photo badger.
What the heck is it?
That's what I've been asking.
It's the proto badger.
Yes, and it's simple matter of process of elimination.
Freeman, you did not just say, what if instead of the bad badger, they were the freaky badger and it was missing its pants? Are you kidding? At a kids?
Let him cook.
Oh my. I don't think cooking in regards to a children's amusement park is a wise idea.
Freeman's response is LMAO.
Oh dear god. Thank you, Indy. No!
Yeah.
This line.
Miss Pops was wearing the blue badger's costume, so we can eliminate that one. And the pink badgers are the wrong color, which would have been incredibly obvious. All that's left is the proto badger costume. Miss Pops, who was the one who wore the proto badger costume?
That would be Lance.
Are you saying what I think you are? That Lance Amano donned the bad badger's head and pretended to be Mr. Deacon. On top of which, he plotted to shoot Miss Pops while wearing that hideous thing. The stage that was set up in the stadium was nothing more than that, a setup. And its purpose was to lead Miss Pops into believing that she had committed murder. Standing there in front of Miss Pops pretending to be the victim. It was all done so that she would pull the trigger.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why exactly would I have had to do all that, huh?
There's but one reason. Lance Amano. You are the real culprit behind the murder of Mr. Oliver Deacon.
What? No. That's slander. Take it back. You take it back right now.
Just out of curiosity, Lance, which is your dominant hand?
I'm left-handed. What does that have to do with anything?
There you go, brother.
You're the weirdo here who is left-handed.
It depends. According to Miss Pops, her attacker held a gun in his left hand. Who is what-handed doesn't prove a thing. And besides, you're just being absurd. It's not like the Proto Badger is bulletproof. One misfire and he would have found himself dead, right? Of course. Logically, if he had been shot, he probably wouldn't be here with us. But I believe he had thought of that as well and prepared accordingly. And this should be all the evidence you need. Oh, the hole in the suit. This is how Lance made sure that he wouldn't be hit by a bullet. Because he ripped off the fake gun. The model gun, yeah. We found one half of a bad badger costume in the hideout. A broken one.
Is this the last case? Nah, this is literally the middle case. But we're trying to finish this case. I don't think we'll finish this case tonight, though.
It was not the same one that the victim was wearing. Plus, it was missing something. And that something is the model gun that the Bad Badger carries, which can fire blanks. What? Miss Pops, where's the gun you use now?
I threw it away into the sea.
Better than most villains.
That makes it a bit tough to verify what it was. Although, I believe we can safely assume that it was the model gun in question. I've heard enough. All you've been spouting so far is pure fudge and conjecture. I admit that as long as the model gun is lost to us, I can't prove I'm right. However, I can say that the probability that I'm right is very high. Okay, let's pretend that you're right and that the murder at the stadium was a fabrication. In that case, where do you think the murder really took place, Mr. Prosecutor? I don't know yet. I knew you were full of it. However, I do believe that the murder took place during an earlier time frame.
Please, wait a second. It's simply not possible. Because I saw Mr. Deacon after he was restrained by Lance.
She saw the victim in the state of being restrained?
What Miss Palp saw?
I came back to the hideout long after the other two. By that time, Lance had already subdued and restrained Mr. Deacon. He had tied Mr. Deacon securely to the beam in the room next door. After that, the two of us put on our costumes and made our escape.
So Mr. Deacon must have escaped after the two of you left, right?
We thought that it'd attract too much attention if we left together, so I left first. We planned to meet up again at the stage in the stadium. But then, as I was walking through the park, I got a call from Lance on my cell phone. All of them managed to escape. It looked like he was waiting until I was alone. He also stole the gun from me at that time.
Yeah, sure he did, buddy. And then the murder happened.
Mr. Deacon must have overheard their plan to meet at the stage.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Prosecutor, Miss Pop saw the victim with her own eyes. Which means that the victim was still alive at that time, wouldn't you agree? Why does that sound wrong to me? There must be something amiss about this account. Let's see what happens when I examine it in more detail.
Miss pops off. We go to the third one. We go to the third one. There we go. Press this. Please say this line.
He had tied Mr. Deacon securely to the beam in the room next door.
Hold it!
Held it.
You're sure that it was Mr. Deacon that you saw?
Yes, I'm certain of what I saw.
Did you go into the other room to check?
Lance said that it was best if I didn't get too close to him. Lance, he's such a kind soul.
Then are you telling me that you did not confirm that it was Mr. Deacon for yourself?
I checked through the slit in the door that separates the two rooms. He had a bad badger's head on, so I'm absolutely sure. It just had to be Mr. Deacon.
Was it us?
She saw a bad badger head.
The captive had a bad badger's head on, so I'm absolutely sure it was Mr. Deacon.
Hold it!
Did he have a maroon suit on?
So the tied-up Mr. Deacon was still in his bad badger costume?
Yes. And
It would appear that she misread the whole situation. What should now? Should I raise an objection? I think we have to.
Raise it.
Yeah.
The person you saw was not the victim.
what? Why not?
It was me.
I will tell you why not. With this. This, Miss Pop, shows us the person you saw was not the victim. I'll be so real with you, I completely blanked. I have no clue.
No, it is us. It is us, but I just need to make sure that we're choosing the head and not us. Yeah. Show us the person you saw. This shows us that the person you saw was not the victim. Yeah, we show this, and then who it could have been is ourselves.
Miss Pops, the person you saw was not Mr. Deacon at all.
Huh?
The person you actually saw was this person.
Me?
It was me.
Huh? The person I saw was you, Mr. Edgeworth?
You're my father, Mr. Edgeworth? No, not that.
No.
Always thought it was a bit odd. Why would the kidnappers abduct me even after I had handed over the ransom? It's not as though I saw the face of the kidnappers. If I were them, I would just have taken the $1 million and ran. But in the end, there was a point to it all. It was to make me look like Mr. Deacon. And if that was the reason for which I had been abducted, then I believe we can assume that the victim was already dead at that time. Well, Lance, am I right?
That's...
You showed Miss Pops a person, namely me, with the bad badger's head on. And then made your costumed escape together, or so you pretended.
Huh? What do you mean he pretended?
Exactly that. I believe Lance watched you escape and then doubled back to the hideout. Probably to come and remove the bad badger head from my unconscious self. And then create his fake prison with the prop sword. Then he escaped via the passageway.
Knock him back!
Hold your tongue, boy.
Oh, look, they're cuddling.
Oh my god.
Aww.
Don't get caught up in that tidal wave of words coming out Mr. Prosecutor's mouth.
And now I'm at 250,000 gardenias. Oka, Indie, Oro, make this man purchase Winroar. Good night, y'all. Good night, Freeman.
Winroar.
Good night.
Winroar. Crazy.
Tidal wave. We heard a lot coming out of you, but I've yet to see a shred of evidence. The victim's betrayal and his subsequent detainment. All that could have happened while you were out cold.
That's right. If you were out for quite a while, Mr. you were out for quite a while, Mr. Prosecutor.
Even if that were the case, Miss Pops would have still seen me tied to that beam.
I was so scared of Mr. Deacon, so I didn't go into the next room. So I really have no idea if you were in there or not, Mr. Edgeworth.
You see, it would seem that you can't prove a thing. Gah! Who said that?
Please, wait.
Oh my god, another Oka line?
I can wake
Twice?
I can wake up. Well, actually, this is 3 times now, but I can wake up. Okay.
Mr. Romano.
Oh, Miles, my boy. It looks like you're really giving it your all. And Lance, it's not good to cause trouble for others. Shut up.
You're like so quiet when you said that. I like barely picked up.
I just use it as an immersion of him crying and he's just being like, yeah.
He's got like his hands like buried.
It's not funny anymore.
Let's see. You are the one in charge of the investigation, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Put back on your X sunglasses. Oh, I'm sorry that my son has been nothing but trouble. This probably won't make up for anything, but I have some evidence for you.
Oh, do you now?
I'm carding this shit here.
Is that what I think it is?
It's the Bad Badger costume what the victim was wearing! And a gun!
2, actually.
2 guns!
I couldn't wait around for the police, so I went and found these myself. It appears that they were disposed of in the sea.
Oh, is there no one in this country who actually obeys the law?
No.
Oh, you don't even obey the law.
I mean, this isn't his laws, that's why. He's not from this country. There now, Agent Lang, please calm down.
Oh, what the heck is that scrap of paper?
This appears to be a letter from the Chief of Police. Please allow Mr. Amano complete freedom to do as he sees fit, it says.
What? The Chief of Police? What the? Just who does he think he is?
The person who wields the highest authority in this area. Oh, ho, ho. There now. There is no need to be so upset. I haven't done shit to you. Yet.
I'm not a cop from this land. So I'm not bound to the laws of your country.
That's Mm-hmm. Now. This wasn't meant to strong-arm you into anything. Oh, no. It's just a request. I'm only asking that you please respect the laws of the land.
Ugh, I can't really say no to that. However, returning to the topic at hand. It doesn't matter who found the evidence, its value remains unchanged. Alright, now let's take a look at this new evidence.
I've already got the results back. I had a special forensic research lab that I'm on good terms with conduct the tests. They verified that the blood on this costume belonged to Oliver. As for the gun, the only fingerprints they could find were yours, Lauren.
What?
You disappoint me, Miles. I can't believe that you would cause my son such stress and heartache.
Oh my god, he's literally covering up his son committing murder. This is why he turned out the way he did, Pops.
Thank goodness I was able to find the final pieces of evidence.
Pops, am I gonna have to throw you in jail too?
With this, you'll have no reason left to push my poor boy around, only if he's forging evidence.
That's it? These are the case-making pieces of evidence?
All cops are bad, but also, unfortunately, all witnesses are awful too.
Huh.
In this
I'll
game.
be the judge of that.
You're not a judge.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Why the flip are you lying? He's not lying, though, is the thing. He doesn't know better, realistically. It's either he genuinely believes his son is innocent or he's covering for him, but regardless, he brought evidence. He's not, unless he's forging this evidence, he's not messing with it, you know?
What's this? Looks like there's something inside the costume head.
Hey, they sparkle. Bet they're really valuable.
Sorry, but they're just pieces of a mirror. But why are they in here?
They're in now. Okay. Not that gun. This one.
Could this gun be the actual murder weapon?
Gun involved. And then bullet hole.
This bullet hole.
It looks kind of burnt around the edges.
Wait, those burn marks were left by the gunpowder. This is a most important fact. Oh, so it was point blank when it was shot.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because it's proof that the victim was shot at point blank range.
Good call, Indy. Well, are these not the most definitive? Yeah, it is definitive, right? Definitive pieces of evidence you've ever seen?
Thank you, Dad. This should be enough to convince even Mr. Edgeworth over there.
It really makes me sad that, like, this poor girl genuinely believes she killed her father, and, like, her lover is letting her, like, essentially go with this, you know?
Yeah. Make no mistake, there were fingerprints on that murderous gun. And they prove it was Lolly who killed Oliver. But Oliver was also after Lolly's life. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense.
The fingerprints on the weapon, huh?
Oh no, this isn't helpful at all.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all I want to do is save Lolly. But in the end, all I can do is watch on as she takes the punishment for her crimes.
Oh my god, you piece of shit!
Theory's
Maybe
about
all
to
you
go
can
out
do,
the computer
however.
and smack him.
Yeah, just... I still have a case to solve and a job to do. The job of unraveling your insidious lie.
You owned me. Why won't you believe me, even in the face of all this evidence?
Decisive evidence. Say this line.
Make no mistake, there were fingerprints on that murderous gun.
Hold it!
Those fingerprints. Are you sure they belong to Miss Pops?
There's no mistake about it. Through my connections, I had the best forensics technique money can buy performed.
I find that to be a bit peculiar.
What? Are you trying to pick an argument with me?
What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Yeah, bitch, raise an objection.
We always
Frankly,
raise
I don't believe that
objections.
Miss Pop's prints should be on that gun to begin with. Yeah, she was wearing a fucking costume. And the reason why Miss Pop's print should not be on the gun is...
Because the costume was holding the gun?
Take that!
No, it's because if she was wearing a costume, how the hell did she have
Yeah.
her prints on there?
It's simply not possible for Miss Pops to have left prints on the murder weapon. Because while she was at the stadium, Miss Pops was wearing a costume.
Huh?
But there's been no mistake. We found fingerprints.
Well, Miss Pops, do you remember touching the gun at all at any time?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I did hold it for a bit back at the hideout. I handed it off to Mr. Zekin when he and Lance left for the haunted house. Bro, so Lance bludgeoned us? Bruh.
To retrieve the ransom money, I suppose. And there you have it. That is when Miss Pop's prints found their way onto the gun. Do you understand now, Mr. Amano? The fingerprints do nothing to prove that Miss Pops is the murderer.
But you still don't have anything to prove that she isn't the killer, right? Bro!
Damn, dude, you were trying so hard to pin her. You seem very adamant about insisting that your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer.
Lance! Wait, no way! I'm incredibly worried about her.
Yeah, sure you are, buddy.
Uh-huh. That doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right?
That's where you're wrong. I have the evidence.
What? How?
The story that Miss Pops killed the victim at the stage and in the stadium. The whole affair is simply not true because that was not the real crime scene, but a setup. This proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all. Oh, the broken glass?
No, it's the victim's costume.
Oh, because the point
Because
blank
the point
range.
blank, yeah.
Take that!
Hi, Navzi.
Let's take another good look at the costume the victim was wearing. Then I believe you'll see why I insist he was not shot at the stadium. This is the part of the costume that proves it. The bullet hole.
I hate how finicky that is. It's too sensitive.
The burn around this bullet hole was made when the victim was shot at point-blank range.
Yeah. So then you mean the murder Miss Oldbag saw at the stadium really was...
Yes, she saw two people, but they were separated by distance. The victim was indeed shot from below the stage. There shouldn't be gunpowder burns. Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants, prosecutor. Since you seem to know all the answers, why not tell us where the real crime scene is, then? Lance set me up to look like Mr. Deacon back at the hideout. If that's the case, the murder must have happened prior to that. And the location where Lance and the victim were just before I was imprisoned was. I've got it. I know the real scene of the murder. The real location at which Mr. Deacon was killed is here! The haunted house.
Da, da, da.
I think it's not unreasonable to assume that the murder took place in the haunted house. The haunted house? Yes, and I have proof that it's highly likely the victim was killed there. What proves that the real scene of the crime was the haunted house? Oh, and that's the head with the broken glass in it. Yeah, the broken glass.
We show the... Wait, oh here, yeah. Broken glass. Broken mirror!
Yeah. These were inside the costume the victim was wearing. They're fragments of a mirror. A mirror? And what does that have to do with anything? Indeed. You don't exactly expect to find pieces of a mirror inside a costume.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dangerous.
However, there's one place I can think of where there's a plethora of mirror fragments. And that is the haunted house. Lance Amano, I propose that you killed Mr. Deacon with a revolver in the haunted house. After that, you stole the blue Badger mobile to move his body to the Wild Wild West area. The timing of when the blue Badger mobile was stolen confirms this as fact.
Hi Fox, I hope you're doing good. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I just figured it out. I think a good portion of us did figure it out, but we're gonna go through it anyways regardless, you know? Gotta finish it.
I mean, I basically called this from the beginning.
Yeah, you literally called this entire thing from the beginning, which is, like, very, very clever. Miles, my boy, say no more.
I'm sorry, Mr. Amano, but I cannot do that.
Not so bad.
Be quiet!
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, please, do something. Stop that boy from speaking any more nonsense.
Ernest Amano, correct? I meant you. Now be quiet, Gramps.
How dare you? I have money.
I don't need words. The only thing I require is evidence. Decisive evidence. And to call these mere bits decisive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr. Prosecutor.
Huh?
What? Dina, wasn't there a mirror in the kidnapper's hideout?
Yes, there was a mirror there. A mirror that's for the haunted house.
You see, isn't it possible the fragments got in the costume there? But Agent Lang, there were no fragments on the floor, so the probability is very low. Probability.
That
You
did
are
not.
cutting out.
That sounded like you were
No.
choking. I won't lie.
Lang Ji says, on truth's path, the word probability does not exist.
Thank you, Zhongli.
The only thing that does is definitive proof. The question, Mr. Prosecutor, is, do you have the definitive proof you need?
You give me the care package.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you?
Do you, Edgeworth?
Do I have solid evidence that proves the murder took place at the haunted house? The answer is no. See? So since you don't have any, shut up! I don't have the evidence yet, but I'm certain the murder occurred around the time I turned the ransom over. At that time, the only people at the haunted house besides myself were Lance and Mr. Deacon. If I can prove that the murder took place at the haunted house, then I can prove Lance's guilt in connection to the murder.
What now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Agent Lang, I have a special request. Yeah? I'd like to prove to you that the scene of the crime was indeed the haunted house.
Why in the world are you asking the werewolf for permission?
Because I don't really have a choice if I want to find the truth. Alright, permission granted. But you're not to touch a single thing, got it? That won't be a problem. All that's important to me is that the truth be brought to light. It doesn't matter by who or how it's done, as long as it is.
Yes, K is the Yatagarasu.
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 Shayna!
I'm here.
Put in the paperwork for the authorization immediately.
Understood. I'll go get the Gatewater Group's approval.
Who was that?
Hold it! Now. Let's hold on for a second. There's no need to obtain approval.
Mr. Amano.
Agent Lang, if you would please take a look at this.
What is this? Shayna!
It's the deed to the haunted house.
Huh? The deed. Read it out loud.
Gatewater Land Inc. hereby bequeaths the property known as the haunted house to Mr. Amano for the lump sum of $1 million paid in full in cash.
What?
As you can see, I am now the legal owner of the haunted house.
Are you kidding? How did you?
I ran into the owner of the park earlier, and we made the deal almost immediately. How quickly things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye.
That $1 million you paid. Don't tell me it was...
Oh, that's right. This disgusting suitcase belongs to you, doesn't it? I don't have any more use for it, so you may have it back now.
You used the ransom money?
My Lance is a good boy. He even apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. So I do believe that I will forgive him. After all, he did return the ransom money. That's the way things are. So if you would please discuss things with me from now on.
Discuss? What is there to discuss?
Why, permission to enter the haunted house, of course.
While we were busy listening to Lance's story, Mr. Amano was out there preempting us.
Permission to search the haunted house is denied. End of discussion.
You fucker, you're
Is
covering
he
for
in on this
yourself.
too?
Agent Lang, I want you to arrest that girl. And Miles, you should hurry on home now, my boy, before I really lose my temper.
Mr. Amano definitely has the deck stacked in his favor here. What should I do? If I leave it like this, the truth will be lost forever.
To be continued.
Oh
Man.
my god.
So we weren't able to finish both of the parts, but that's fine because it's a lot of it was a lot of just going back and forth with discussions. So we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine.
We'll chat a smidge less tomorrow.
But chat be over
Oh
here.
my god.
Looking
so cute, looking so fine tonight. Thank you. But yeah, this motherfucker actually is hard covering for his son now.
Nah,
Regardless-
I can completely see how his son turned out the way he is if his daddy just fucking buys him out of whatever trouble he causes.
I know, he's
Including
literally just,
literal
like,
murder.
That's
Yeah.
the rich. I mean,
Eat
10
the
bets.
Eat
Eat
the
the
rich.
rich. I mean, full bets that like this dad did not even approve of the girl anyways.
Probably
like
not.
realistically.
Oh yeah, because
right?
she's poor.
Yeah, and like my son could do better, you know, something like that, you know? I could see it. We can all see it. We can all see it. I wanted to see my favorite part. I will wait. That will be tomorrow. Best Father of the Year award, literally. But like
worst father of the year. Bro, if I
best
did
for
something like
Lance's
that, my
opinion.
dad would be like, got yourself
on your
into
own.
it, you can get yourself out.
Oh, I know. But anyways, yeah, so that will be it for that aspect of the stream. So that's actually pretty good. How are you guys feeling about the case? It's just getting that little smidge done at this
We know
point.
everything that's happened. Now we just need to fucking finish it out. I can't believe I was right though that I completely called it from the beginning. I was like, oh, he faked this shit 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun going through these cases and seeing whether or not the theories are correct. So we appreciate it, of course, you know. And yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. India's smart for the early call out, real.
For
you know?
real. Daria,
Yes.
big brain.
Daria do be big braining. For real, for real.
Working
But
at 110% of my mind powers.
As you should. It's the great detective in you, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Herlock
Herlock
Sholmes
Sholmes.
takes over my body every now and then.
Real. As it should, as you should. But yeah, I appreciate you guys immensely. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
As much as I would have wanted to continue with Final Fantasy XIV, I think I am a little too eepy to even attempt it. Because for some reason, I think the cool air is like really getting to me.
Oh, dude, is it getting chilly over there for you too? It's like
Yeah.
40-something degrees outside right now.
Dude, I
Let me
know.
all I'm
it's
thinking
like,
about is I'm gonna
I'm
make some
having-
hot cocoa.
Dude, no, literally. I'm under a blanket right now, in leggings, just like I'm just like
Tomorrow is my
so
last
warm.
80-degree weather day, and 80 degrees is already like a blessing.
Mhm.
And it's like on Wednesday, it's supposed to drop down to the low 70s. And I'm like,
Yay, it's supposed to get chilly willy here already.
Yeah. Tomorrow is gonna be the last 80 day as well for me. It did drop already to 70 today, but it's going back one more time for 80, and then it's gonna be all 70s down. Ugh. 40 degrees with the AC on hits it pretty hard. Yeah, no, literally, I'm just like, honk shoe. I'm trying.
glad that we like stockpile like so many different types of like hot drinks in our house. Like I have like an insanely large amount of like tea, and then I have like we have like a brick of hot cocoa powder, and then we've also got like instant coffee too.
That's so good.
We've got like a huge variety of all the yummy hot drinks.
That's so good. Also, Dusky, thank you so much for the tier 3 for 3 months at 29 months. That's crazy. 29 months is insane, actually. Still, like, pretty much my top or my longest running, you know, subscriber. Thank you, thank you. I just take a cup of hot chocolate for free from the campus, so I'm set for the winter. Honest to God, I don't know why, but, like, campus hot cocoa always hits different for me.
It does.
They always are so yummy.
Even though you know it's just like the Swiss Miss cocoa packet.
Yeah, I know.
For real.
It's just because it came from there and you got the individual packet for free. It just hits different than buying it yourself. What I like to buy though is actually the Land O'Lakes hot cocoa mix.
Yeah. I
That
love
shit's
it.
good. I love because they sell them individually, so you can get like a bunch of different flavors for super cheap.
I love it. I love it. Free is the best flavor. Real.
True.
Chocolate powder plus water combo. It really depends on what specific mixture. We had this conversation ages ago.
Milk. Water's for poor people. I use milk.
I used to use water because that's what the packet says, so I follow the packet.
Using water because I've been too poor.
It's just because the water. It's literally because
getting a little too close to home for you.
Me when I'm low-key still poor because I have to pay back my student loans.
Bad. I'm sorry, the campus only provides silly poor water, literally. But listen,
also,
free.
low-key, milk make my tumbly go gurgly, not happy.
Also fair enough.
I think I might have a slight lactose intolerance.
Get oat milk.
Real. Oat milk's so yummy.
I've never tried heated oat milk. Oat milk
is like out of all of like the non-dairy milks, oat milk is my favorite for like hot chocolate and coffee. Because I think it legitimately tastes really good with hot chocolate and coffee.
Real. Oh.
Of course, I normally just go for regular milk, or you can get lactose-free milk. If it's because of lactose intolerance and you want like cow milk, you can just get lactose-free milk.
I'm just curious about warming it up, you know? Honest to God, like, I'm curious how it tastes warmed up. I wouldn't be surprised, like lactose milk and oat milk. I don't think I've actually warmed up oat milk before, even though I have literally 4 carts of oat milk in my fridge right now, because of my sister.
That's another thing I like about like oat milk and almond milk is like it's shelf stable for a while. Yeah. And it's like I don't drink a lot of milk to begin with, so that's like good for me.
Oh yeah, it's because my sister wants
buy, like the tiny little cartons.
Yeah, you should make yourself a nice brown sugar oat milk latte.
That sounds yum. I gotta work towards that. Yeah. No, it's because my sister is she's on her vlog journey right now, her content creation journey. She's like talking to me and she's like, Oka, I don't like the fact that it took me 6 hours to edit a 2-minute TikTok. I'm like, pad.
Oh.
It'll get easier.
Worse.
It'll get easier because she'll find a way to make it faster, you know, her editing style faster. But yeah, it's But she's like working towards like cafe, or she wants to make a cafe. So she's working towards different drinks and all that kind of stuff. That's why we have.
Well, then you should request that she make you a brown sugar oat milk latte.
See, I would say that, except she's currently in San Diego right now for I don't know what reason, and I'm like,
problem.
And I'm like,
she can make it and then drink it for you.
Literally. So it's okay. She'll come back soon. She'll come back like tonight. Actually, I don't know. She might come back tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, actually. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Dusk, again for the sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna end up raiding out because I'm I'm a little eepy girly because it's that cool time. But we'll stream more. We'll stream more tomorrow. And either way, it is better for me to eep more because I'm gonna be eep deprived on Friday. Crying. But yes, much love and appreciation. Thank you, Indian Aura, for being here. And a little bit later,
of course.
Of course. I hope you have a good time. And if you guys want to stay in for the raid, then you can. I already know who exactly we're raiding into. We are going to actually continue the raid train for the Yapathon. So for those of you guys who don't know, there is a Yapathon raid train happening not today, this week. I'm joining it on Friday, but we're going to be raiding into the person who's currently the Yapathon raider right now. So we're going to go to Syrup... Hold on, I'm dyslexic as shit. Syrup Titilicious? Or hold on. Tititious. I'm so hard dyslexic right now. It's actually insane. This is how you say their name. But I hope you have a good time going to say hi to Syrup. Honest to God, their aesthetic. Thumbs up.
Surreptitiously?
Yeah, surreptitiously.
There you go. This is my stupidity. I'm sorry, surreptitiously. I'm sorry.
It's
my 6 years of school are paying off.
The 6 years are paying off. But yes, thank you so much. Go give Syrup lots of love and appreciation. I like their aesthetic. Their tattoos are sick as hell. And me just eyesing, being like, I wanna work on my shit now because of this. Crazy. But yes, we're gonna go in before the ad starts, so go give yourselves lots of love and appreciation. Thank you guys so much for being here. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.